Last time on the adventures of Deithrulia. Our brand new party forged their ways into the heart of, deeper into the woods of Wupikan. And there they found a dungeon once habitated by a group of onryomancers, wizards with the power of dream magic. Going in, they found a mostly ruined dungeon, all of its traps already set off, and a place long abandoned. But then they found a gemstone that they were sent there to seek out, in exchange for, and I quote, a favor. And after retrieving the gemstone showed a dreamlike vision of when the temple flooded, and rewinding everything and all of its traps, and forcing the party to flee. Through the skin of their teeth, they managed to escape. And now, they have safely made their way out of the dungeon, rested, and are ready to head back to collect their reward. What will await our heroes throughout this dense forest? What kind of treacherous things could they encounter? Will they even make it back alive? Let's tune in and find out. Alright.
Alright.
It's time for the next session.
Yay.
Hi.
Hi. It's time. And if I recall correctly, it was starting to become nighttime.
Yes.
And we went into the
Yep.
magical sleep.
Yep.
And we're protected by the magic.
Yeah. And now
Also, I had to eat a throw.
it is time for the party to start making their way back.
Maybe
Shoot.
we're dangerous now that it's
This
night,
might-
but I suppose we can make our way.
We don't have our drow ranger with us in person. Oops.
Oh
He's
no!
still sleeping.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of life schedules and stuff, unless the party members specifically need to be there for the story and events of the next session, we will most likely press on without them.
Yep.
For now, which way would you like to go? Actually, first, we need to make some checks. No possum, very sad.
Yeah, Drow and the
I'll
possum.
roll for investigation.
They went to hang out with the
Alright.
wizard.
Feel free to roll investigation.
Guidance.
Ooh, not one.
Wait, roll,
Oh,
roll
Yeah,
guidance.
Get your
awesome.
guidance.
I
Don't
don't
forget
think
your
this will
guidance.
help. Oh, not
Nine.
anymore.
That's
not
not
one is
happening.
still not
Unfortunately,
one.
that is going to be a failed check.
Yep, that figures.
Does anybody else have any checks they'd like to make other than investigation?
Let me look at my list of skills.
Remember, as long as you can give me an actual reason as to why you could use that skill to traverse these woods, then I will allow it. But yeah, natural 1. Great start. Great start, team.
Oh yeah.
Yep. As you do.
Should I make a perception check?
Yeah, you could roll perception.
Perception. I'm assuming I have guidance.
Yes. Always assume in this. Oh boy.
12.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately,
great.
now that it is nighttime, I do not think that'll be a success.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
We're gonna get attacked by
And I guess
something.
I could. I'm just gonna have to find their character sheets. I could roll for the absent characters.
I feel like Barrow was the one who really got us through last time.
Yep.
I have it up as well, Will.
All right.
They can make it
Alright.
probably a survival, right?
Yeah, we can do. We'll do. Actually, does anybody else want to roll stealth? Because he does have a +5. He has a +5 to stealth.
I would be doing so with disadvantage, so I'll just help him out with that.
All right. So
I
you
do
decide.
have proficiency though.
You decide to help Barrow with stealth.
Yeah. Help us sneak around.
Either 18 or... Oh, okay, looks like it already rolled advantage. Whoops.
Yeah.
Well, 18, even without the, with an 18, even without, that will definitely succeed. And then let me see what stats Trashius could use. Oh wait, actually Trashius had a +6. He probably would have been a better fit for that.
That's alright.
Is he at a +6 to stealth?
And well, I'll just screw it. I'm just gonna say that Barrow, and this was Trashius's role, not Barrow's.
Yeah.
And then
I
yeah.
do not have great skills for this type of thing.
Well, you helped out Trashius, so
Yes.
that's your contribution. So before I
I've also got
try to
six, so,
have
yeah.
Barrow for real contribute, would Butterfly like to try to make any kind of checks?
This is when you look at the skill list we talked about, and then
Yep.
for
Here.
going through a forest.
Here I
you can
go,
find your
being the
boost.
noob here. No, I'm joking.
It's all good.
Oh, at the very
it's all
top,
good.
there's one that could be good actually.
Which one?
On the skills list towards the top, the one you're proficient in,
Uh-huh.
which means the dark dot.
Like insight?
Insight, animal
Yeah,
handling.
Yeah, insight or animal handling, whichever one you want to do.
Can I do insight?
Yeah, feel free to roll
If that's
insight.
the case, I actually can help with that because I have proficiency.
We already helped someone this
Wait.
round.
Oh, that's
Wait,
true.
what-
That's how it works.
Wait,
yeah,
what are
sorry.
we reading this time? What are we reading with insight?
Basically,
Because
Yeah,
isn't
that's why I was
insight?
thinking animal handling might be better.
Yeah, actually, animal handling would probably be better. Being able to just just look out for animals, know their habits and stuff to help avoid the dangerous ones. So feel free to roll animal handling, Butterfly. You there, Butterfly?
Yeah, I rolled.
Oh.
Oh, you probably
Oh, I
didn't
think it's
click the
just
features
in-
and
yeah.
traits. So you have to click features and traits anytime you open back up D&D Beyond to link the thing.
Oh, that's true.
Where do I have to do that?
That's in the
So,
big tab.
in
The
the
big
big
bottom
tab?
right tab.
It's got like all the things that say like action, spells, inventory. You have to click the features and traits.
Uh-huh.
Then it'll link your D&D Beyond to your Roll20, and now you should be able to click on animal handling and roll.
Oh, I see it. She rolled a 20.
Where is it?
So yeah, that'll be a success for that. And that's 2 successful checks.
Yeah, let's go.
And by a very good margin.
Boys.
Alright, and now feel free to start making your way back. Feel free to show me the path you wish to take.
Do we want to go like this, guys?
Maybe we want to get out of the deep forest because that
I
seems
think-
more
Yeah.
dangerous.
I think Will said we probably have to go up 2 hexes though last time, right? That we couldn't just
Yeah,
run
basically
around
you can't just do diagonals. You gotta follow the hexes.
So, could we do something like?
I'm thinking something. I'm the gray arrow, something more
Oh.
like that.
I thought. Okay.
Because then we'd be out of the deep forest, which I
Can we do
imagine
that
the
to
deep
get out,
forest
even
would be
though we
more
couldn't do it last time to get in.
dangerous. Well, I think that was just because we had free movement, right?
Oh. Okay.
Well, you got because of your dark elf friend's scouting, you were able to basically sneak and get to the forest without expending movement.
Got it.
Yeah.
I like the way that Nick's pointing out.
That also works too.
All right.
Oh, I'll keep on it then.
All right. So we're gonna start here. And now you have emerged with 5 spaces. And this is 1 mile of your movement. 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's about right here that you will encounter something. Hacha. I see, I see. I think we're going to take a quick little moment to hop over here.
Bottom up.
Uh-oh.
And you will be in the somewhere in this bottom right corner.
Huh?
Place your character token somewhere in the bottom right.
Okay, hold up a second.
And you'll see walking up to you is a centaur and two warriors kind of backing him up.
I'm going to make a bow and say, "Hello there. How might we be of service to you?"
The centaur kind of mirrors your bow and says, "Greetings, travelers. These roads do seem somewhat dangerous at this time of night. Where are you headed?"
We are headed to the welcoming city of Fahrenheit. We have just finished an adventure for a man that required some scouting of an area within the woods.
Ah, I see. Well, in that case, you guys must be pretty exhausted to be out here this late.
Well,
Why
actually-
don't we just, escort you back now, and we'll make sure that you're
Excuse me,
safe.
but how am I supposed to trust you?
I'm going to use
Mhm.
message on Butterfly,
Okay.
so they won't be able to hear this. But I'm basically going to say something along the lines of, encountering people at night isn't good. I feel like your skill set could allow some insight into their motives.
Yeah. While they're doing that, I'll just kind of like. I'm doing it exaggeratedly, but Nick wouldn't be like, "Oh yes, wonderful," and then like continue to like talk with them and distract them from any potential thingies that the party could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, trying to cover for them
Ah,
planning.
feel free to roll, performance then.
Oh, okay. Would deception also work in this instance?
I'll allow it.
Alright, good to know. Ooh, it's a 24.
Alright.
Oh,
So,
really
just
good.
your thorough fanfare is very much captivating them, and they have, and all eyes are on you.
Yeah. So in my message, Butterfly, I was trying to ask you to make an insight roll on what they said, because insight within the D&D world basically allows you to be like a human lie detector.
Or at least
Ooh.
Doesn't
Trying to
always
figure
work,
out-
but
It
like
doesn't
basically
always
you're gonna
work.
figure out the vibes of what they're
Yeah,
they're
like
landing
it's
Yeah.
like emotional intelligence.
That's interesting.
yeah, basically it's like if I was like, "What? No, 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 I didn't steal the thing," or it's like, "What? No, I didn't steal the thing." You'd be
Yeah.
you'd be able to insight to be like, "Are you telling the truth?"
Yeah, because they seem kind of sketchy.
They do seem kind of sketchy.
All right, so feel free to roll insight. All right, the result is a 7. Overall, you can't tell if they're being shady or not. This is your first time seeing a centaur accompanied by people, after all.
I'm going to
Guys,
talk
how are we supposed
back
to trust them?
to them. Well, but I'm gonna try to use my eloquence training to basically like subtly persuade them to keep us safe. Can I do that? Make it basically I want to make a persuasion check, but like in the eloquence college hard style. If that makes sense.
All right. Feel free to first talk to them how you ask them the question and ask them the thing that you'd want them to do, and then roll persuasion.
We wouldn't mind company on our journey back to the town as long as they would keep us safe until we got there. And then now can I roll?
Yep. All right, that's a pretty good roll. The centaur will kind of muse it over a little bit, and it's like, all right, yeah. We can accompany you back to town. It'd be our pleasure.
And would you keep us safe?
Oh, undoubtedly.
I don't know if I trust them, guys.
All right, so what do you do?
Oh God, I said that like if
Yeah.
I knew what I was about to do.
That's a
I'm like, yeah, we don't trust them,
question.
huh?
Do we immediately try to act on this suspicion, or do we go along with them for now? Or
Do we?
There's
Do
a
we
third
act? I
option.
feel like we should act on
We could.
suspicion.
we could always be like, no, we're fine actually. You guys can go on. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
And
I
then
feel like acting
if
would
they
be
insist,
good.
if they insist that they want to join us, then that's suspicious.
I think that we are doing all right by ourselves, and we wouldn't necessarily want to bother you. I know nighttime can be dangerous, but we thank you for your offer and wish you good travels on your way.
All right, if you insist. May your travels be safe. And they will
Thank
just
you.
start to leave, and you hear the two humans kind of muttering something or another behind him.
Uh-oh.
I will kind of gesture over to the rest, like, keep an eye out, make sure we're not being followed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I guess
Would anyone like to roll perception to try to
Who's got some good perception?
looking at the two members who aren't here?
I feel like Barrow might have good perception.
I have halfway decent perception. Like I have a +2 modifier to it, so it's not like I'm terrible.
All
I
right.
can boost that with some guidance if you want to.
All right.
I'm
Guidance,
going to
take
inspire
2.
him. You kind of just seem like you've got this, and give you a thumbs up. So now you can add a what is it? A 1d. I want to say it's a 6.
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna need
inspiration.
both of those. I'm rolling terribly today.
Hey, we'll see though.
Oh, hey,
That's
it's
a
10.
10.
Why did you continue to roll after saying you're rolling terribly?
All right. So, feel free to continue pointing which way you wish to go.
Yeah, I'll
We
get
want
the
to go like the
measure
straight
back out.
diagonal, right?
Pretty much just straight there.
All right. And as you reach this point,
Do we need to move at all?
I'd say you'll be in the center of the map now.
Who'd be leading us, you think?
I'll let you decide that right now.
Yeah.
I know it won't be me because
Okay.
Um,
I'll probably be taking the front then.
And then I feel like
I'd probably stay
Mr.
up close.
Percival would probably be in the back, considering he's trying to keep watch for
Yeah.
potential invaders.
Ne'er do well.
I'd probably be
Ne'er-do-wells.
pretty close to the front just because I like talking to people.
Yeah.
And at this point, an arrow will come whizzing right in front of you.
oh,
I'll immediately stop and look for the source.
And two gladiator-like people will come approaching you from the front. Also, real quick, can't believe I've got this, but time for more doodle. Basically, you're kind of going through a clearing of sorts right now. Like a path that was more often traveled by people throughout the times. So basically, you are in the middle of an area of no trees. Meanwhile, up here and down here is
Drawing some trees.
more thicker. Yeah, feel free to do that. Thank you. And these two people that approach from the front are like, "We'd like you to come with us if you
Are
don't
they
mind."
centaurs?
No, these two aren't. They're just humanoids.
why do you want us to come with you?
You see, we're in dire need of assistance.
I
And
think
if
they
you
want
With what?
to rob us, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And this guy says as he starts approaching, "We would never dream of simply robbing you, no."
Are you gonna try to murder us instead?
Oh, heavens!
exactly.
That'd be the waste of perfectly good people. No.
Might I ask, what's your occupation, sir?
Oh, that's for me to know, and you to find out once you come with us.
Can I make an insight check, Will, to see if
Yes,
any
you
of
may.
this is in any way familiar to me?
This sounds like slavers if I've ever heard it.
That's an 11.
You feel like this guy is this guy's giving you the creeps, but you can't really nail down why.
Yeah, fair enough.
What if we don't come with you?
Well, it'll be a shame, but I can assure you there's more than just one arrow that can be flying by.
Oh,
So you were trying to murder us.
Exactly.
Oh,
It was a warning shot.
what do we do, guys?
I think then now is a question of, do we go with them or do we try to fight them?
I'm just gonna, wait, never mind.
I'm going to cast message to Nick,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to say, I have a plan, but it might be risky. We need to figure out if it's just those two.
I'll respond because you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Like hiding it with a cough. Go right ahead. If you need me to do anything, just let me know. I'll make a distraction, I suppose. And then I'll kind of approach them.
No further.
What is it? Do you want to come with me? Do you want us to come with you, or do you want to not, just to keep a distance? What's going on here? And I'll just make a really big fuss of that, like conflict of
Yeah.
ideas.
All right.
So
Feel free to
You're
roll
with the-
performance or deception.
Yeah. That's only a 15, but that is a 15.
All right.
reposition ability doesn't have a distance on it. Do I need to be standing next to somebody to use it?
You have to be standing next to the person to use your movement skills.
I've got a ploy. But I'm trying to
Alright.
think of how to act it out.
And remember, it has to be a willing target to use your movement skill on.
I'm going to say to the what did you call them? Gladiators?
Well, the outfit kind of looks gladiatorial.
I'm going to say, do the names King Glyn and Queen Gilry mean anything to you?
They just turn to you in confusion. It's like, no.
You don't know of the Elf King and Queen in Verdenhut? Or not Verdenhut, what is the continent called? Wilkipon?
This continent is Whoopicon. The I think the place you're from is on Vencho.
I thought I was from Wilkipon. One sec. Tarantulas and Whoopicon?
Yeah, one sec.
No, my last character was someone Vencho.
Yeah.
This character is
Wait, oh.
Tarantul, which I think is Whoopicon. Whoopicon.
All right, let me. Whoopicon. Terran Pole, and but yeah, it's still I don't think. Okay,
They still don't know what I'm talking about.
nope.
Should we go with them, guys, or should we fight them?
This.
I'm just trying to buy you guys time to think of something.
I'm going to message Nick
I'm gonna
again.
cast Minor Illusion, and I'm gonna make a sound of an owlbear screeching behind them.
And when he hears that, I'm gonna message Nick West again and say, take one step backwards, please.
I definitely will.
I'm
Hearing
Alright.
going
that.
to use the reposition ability, so as long as you're willing, we can switch spots.
No, that swap is change spots. Reposition is
Oh,
you move the character to the opposite side of you.
well, I still want to move.
Okay.
So as long as you're willing, I can move you to the side of me.
All right.
Are you willing?
Sure. Why
Okay.
not?
Put you to the side.
Like this.
Yeah. I am going to right here cast Shatter at 2nd level.
Oh boy, it sounds like initiative.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sounds like
yes, it
initiative
is.
to me too.
Why you always make your attack before the DM realizes what's gonna happen?
I literally just bamboozled them with or attempted to bamboozle them with the funny owlbear noise
Yeah.
from Minor Illusion.
All right. Time to let me add the initiative of these guys real quick. Add
Please don't be high.
turn.
I feel like my thing is not working tonight for some reason.
Which thing?
Your
When I'm rolling,
it
does not work.
Check the Beyond 20 extension and see, because
That's also
sometimes I
true.
just need to refresh the extension for it to start working again. Or worst case, you can always just make the rolls in the in Roll20. But for
Yeah,
now, let me
in the
change
roll
the
20,
music.
there's a dice icon that you can just roll the dice there.
Yep.
Whoever
What
thought the
is
fire cancer would be violence?
All right. So, also don't forget to click on your token before you roll initiative, Queen.
I did, but I don't know why it's not popping up.
Language.
Did you click features and traits, like we said? That could help.
Also, you have to have your character, the as name in the bottom of 20. It has to be the same name as the character in your
That also
D&D
true.
Beyond.
Wait, did I not do that?
If it says butterfly in the drop down, you're good. If it says Queen Nova, then it won't port them over.
Also,
Oh yeah.
I refreshed my computer,
Oh yeah.
but
That might
So,
that
yeah.
might have done it.
I
For
don't
now,
have Beyond 20 anymore.
I'll just roll the initiative for you.
Please do. I'm gonna try to install it while that
All right.
happens.
And we'll just start. We'll just start with you because you're the one who did the first attack. And what is the DC for the shatter?
It is a 13 con.
All right, 13 con. They will both succeed.
Okay, so they'll take half damage.
All right, they both take 6 damage.
That wasn't well. That was that a roll? That was a roll. Okay. Cool.
Yes, it was.
And I think that's all I'm going to do for my turn.
All right. And now, technically, top of the order. Let's go, Mr. Nyquist.
Alright. Can you describe what's the equipment on these guys like?
I'd say this guy is wielding a sword and a dagger. This guy is wielding a big lance.
Okay. Don't like the lance. As such, we're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna...
Fried water!
Saber suck, but... Yeah... I'll just do an easy one and cast Bless. It'll target
Alright.
most of the party. Pretty much... myself, Butterfly, and Percival.
Alright.
What the heck was that?
That was me.
Concentrating.
I have new soundboard
We got
buttons.
the wings.
Oh, that's cool.
If you could put the wings on everyone relevant, that'd be wonderful.
Yep.
And I will just kind of run over to the forest, kind of take cover behind one of the trees, just in case.
Alright. Alright,
That'll be
perfect.
my turn.
Now everyone is blessed. And now it's time for
Well, everyone
all-
but our President Barn,
I'm not blessed.
unfortunately.
I'm getting the screw you from Nick.
Got it.
Hey, you don't make as many attack rolls, okay?
No, I'm literally all like saves.
Yeah.
They're
I help you
resisting.
there.
Take them out. And keep them alive if you can.
This guy has daggers, right?
Yep.
I knew they were slavers.
Sword and a dagger and lance, and they're both going to try to take a jab at you.
Oh,
First,
my
the
arm-
guy with the first the guy is going to try to make 2 attacks on you. And what's your AC?
13.
All right, these will both hit,
I'm
and he will take
I like the very quiet I'm dead.
dead.
10 damage.
That's half my hit points.
And then the Lancer will try to attack, and will also hit for 6 damage.
5 hit points, Bolt.
Ooh.
Better than 0.
And then, right and as you're hiding behind this tree, Mr. Nyquist, you will hear a sort of thud behind you as someone drops down from the tree and tries to stab you with their dagger.
Oh!
What's your AC?
18 currently.
Miss.
Bring up my shield and just kind of plinks off.
And then from other trees, some arrows will be coming out. 2 on Percival and 1 on Butterfly.
Oh no.
So first the 2 on Percival. What's your AC?
AC of 16.
These will both miss. And now for Butterfly. This will definitely miss. And then I will say that it is now Percival's turn.
Did we see where the
Okay.
arrows came from, by the way?
Basically, 2 of them seems like they came from somewhere on this side of the forest, and 1 came from this side of the forest.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast and shoot this guy in the face.
Sounds good. Roll a hit.
Oh, hold up. Let me find it real quick. There it is.
That's a crit!
That's a crit and a miss.
I mean, still crit. So we have a D10 plus 3, so 13 plus 1 is 14 damage. And this man is hit, and the flashy gladiator armor just seems to kind of shatter at these impacts. What? Hi, I just made that!
Well, clearly your craftsmanship leaves something to be desired, sir.
Dang, can't believe it.
We're so mean to them too, jeez.
Alright, and anything else?
I'm going to go ahead and move. Like so.
Sounds good. Anything else?
That's all.
Alright. Up next is Butterfly!
Oh great. Can I heal my teammate?
Yes, you may.
How do I do that again?
You do it by casting the spell either yeah, probably Cure Wounds.
This
Okay, oops. I just copied and pasted everything. What the heck happened? I would like to cast Cure Wounds on thy teammate that is dying.
Alright. Feel free to roll. Feel free to cast a thingy. Alright, that is max heals. So that's 11
Ooh.
HP healed.
you.
And then is there anything else you'd like to do?
What else can I do?
You're
You can
great
move.
and
And because you're a flying
Oh,
creature, you
God.
could just go straight up.
Yeah, you can just fly up.
I
Fly
can just
away.
go bye.
Maybe fly up, take a look around, see if you can see any of those archers
Maybe you're right.
from that vantage
I'll
point.
probably move up and then see if I can see anything.
All right. I forget.
far up
Is
am I
making a
supposed to go?
is making a check a bonus action or an action?
Technically, I think it's an action.
Okay.
But also, if they attacked, technically that'd also be revealed, unless they have
Yeah.
a way to stay hidden.
Yep. All right. So you have, I believe, as a fairy, you have a flight speed of 30 feet, so you could go 30 feet in the air.
Which is
6 squares up.
so like right here.
You stay in the same space, but you're in higher elevation.
It's a 2D map, but in the theater of mind, you're flying
Yep.
up.
Oh, okay.
You're right,
So you-
Tedos. Hexagons. 3 hexagons up.
So yay!
Alright,
I-
so
I
now you're
guess.
higher up, and these two definitely have no hope of being able to get you. Alright, and now, bottom of the order, it's time for Mr. Michael to do his
I'll
thing.
definitely shout out to Michael and be like, Michael, it might be wise for you to get out of there.
Gonna yell back, I'm working on it! Can't believe I'm doing this. We're gonna cast the 2nd level sleep, originating on this guy.
Alright.
Keep in mind that would apply to you as well.
Will it?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone in the AoE.
That. Oh, oops.
And it targets the person with the least HP first.
I didn't realize that. I'm not gonna do that. Let me reread the spell real quick. 20 feet of a point you choose. So if I cast it, 1, 2, if I cast it back here, I could hit both of them.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
cast
probably
it
not a bad idea, though.
20 feet back from them, so
Alright.
I'm not in the cone.
Yep, and now feel free to
There's
roll the sleep.
Yep.
Big dice, no
5d8?
enemies. Actually, it's
I cast it at
78.
78. Did it not?
78.
roll?
It
No,
did not. It just said. It just told us the details.
Oh, okay, I'll roll. Sorry, I thought it would.
It's all
roll
good.
it for me.
You can. It just. I think you gotta click on the actual spell instead of the. All right, 28 HP. Which one is a good one for sleep?
Maybe like an eye.
I'll do this.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
And they both just. What? What?
So now they're asleep for 1 minute.
All right. They've
It's
both
not
fallen
a
asleep.
It's not a concentration spell, so that's good.
Well, I guess you didn't need to run then. Or
1,
really any of my
2,
help.
3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, retreating backwards sounds like a good idea.
I'm just gonna yell at everybody, run for the. I think we didn't move that far from the centaurs, right?
You moved 2 squares, which is 2/8 of a
Oh,
mile,
mile.
1/4 of a mile.
Yeah, we're not gonna catch the centaurs.
And also,
Unless
just
they're
to say
right,
these guys
unless
aren't
they've been
the-
following you this whole time and you didn't notice because the perception was super low.
I'm
Shrugs.
just gonna yell, run and hope the centaurs are following us.
Well, also, if they were and they were in on this, then that could be a
But
big
what if they're
issue.
not in on it?
That's a gamble.
We need to run anyways.
Yes, that probably was. Though we did just knock a lot of them out. We have a fighting chance now, I'd say, thanks to you.
Wait. Wait a minute. I need to check something. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I did 2 Eldritch blasts on. We're not 5th level. That's my bad.
Oops.
I think only
Good
one
thing.
of them hit,
Good thing
so
the
it doesn't
second
matter.
one was a miss.
Yeah.
All right. So, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. What are you gonna do?
I have a dagger. I'm going to stab this man.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a crit.
I slip this dagger out from like
So
my belt.
So
Jam it
10
right in his rib.
damage.
10 damage.
How would you like to finish this?
Yeah, like as he carries with the dagger, I kind of catch it on my shield. And then as in that same motion, I slip my dagger out from maybe like just on my hip in like slightly concealed position and jab it into his ribs, and then he goes down. Alright, that's
Gargles
one.
and dies. Turns out, despite all the flashy armor, these guys are not that tough.
And then
Alright, what are you
I'll
gonna do
head
now?
be here. Then the turn. Actually, no, they were archers. So I'm just gonna stay behind here.
Alright. And now it's time for the soldiers. These two beat Eepy. And then the other three... between the three people who are farther away and kind of not easy to hit, and the one person flying right in the sweet spot.
Oh god.
Hacha! Oh, thankfully, only one of them will be hitting. For 4 damage. However, from this viewpoint, you, Butterfly, you managed to lock down where the other... you managed to figure out where the other 3 people are hiding. They're hiding specifically here. Here. And here. Somewhere in the tree branches.
Is this something she could communicate with us or no?
She could easily just shout it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout it out. Guys, I see some people
In the trees.
in the trees.
Alright. You now have some insight as to where the people are. Despite being a tiny little fairy in the sky pointing out, pointing in general directions, you get the feeling you can trust her and know exactly where they are. What are you doing?
Yeah. First of all,
First of all,
All right. Sorry. Let's see here. So, step 1 is take out the ruler
alright.
and shoot that guy in the face with Eldritch Blast.
Alright, shoot him with the Eldritch.
Okay. And I have Bless. I need to make sure I remember that this time. Eldritch Blast and D4. That's a 9. That's not gonna hit.
Womp womp. The Eldritch Flash kind of just blasts into the trees. However, at this, the guy's just... and falls prone. Anything else?
I'm going to go ahead and move behind cover. And that's my turn.
All right, Butterfly. You have targets. What are you gonna do?
the guy is knocked prone.
I
So if you
can.
get into melee with him, you will have advantage.
That is true. Who do I take out first, though?
Yeah.
Well, for reference, these two are sleeping. So if you hit them even once, they'll wake up.
Don't hit them.
So should I go for the people that aren't sleeping then?
Probably.
Probably.
Good idea.
Yeah. Go for the wake.
Yeah. This guy. Hold on. This guy.
All right. Feel free to fly right towards him. You should have enough range.
Clip, 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 clip.
Yeah, I think it was enough. And
May I
now,
inflict the wounds?
yes, you may.
I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Yay!
Very nice.
I shall inflict wounds.
17. And how would you like to finish this?
What kind of weapon do I have again?
You are literally slapping them with a hand wreathed in necrotic energy.
So I take my hand and just smack him across the face.
My lady just said, and he hecking died. And then he just gets, and then he's just kind of sent out of the tree and falls to the ground, dead. Now only 2 remain. And what will you do?
Well, I am within. So, do I know enough where he is to make an attack?
Yes.
We are going to use the bard bread and butter. I need him to make a wisdom save DC 13 for vicious mockery.
Alright.
Gonna yell something like, "You're all bark and no bite."
And what's the DC?
13.
Unfortunately, he succeeds.
And then I'm just gonna kind of back.
You just hear a "oh har har" from the tree.
Am I behind cover?
Yes.
Okay.
And top of the order, Nyquist. The 3 of you are hiding behind the same tree.
Oh, I've moved out of cover.
Yes. Well, technically, there is still a second tree in between you two.
Yeah, this is 20 feet of my movement. I'm gonna stop. Pull out my arcane focus kind of around my neck, just like this orb. And then 3 magical missiles will come flying out towards this guy.
All the way up
It
here.
has Mondo range, so I can do that.
Yes, it do.
1,
Pew,
2,
pew, pew.
3.
How would you like to finish
That's
this?
a good magic missile. Just as he's like, you know, making fun of the bard for failing. I hit him in the legs twice.
Ugh!
And then
He
the
starts falling
chest
from the tree.
once, and the chest once.
Oh! And
then
he's down.
I'll continue moving this way.
Alright. And now it's the enemy's turn. And then this guy's just gonna slowly get up, just hand on his back. I didn't sign up for this! And he is just gonna oh, sorry. Oh, no, he's not wide. He's not wide. He was right here. He was right here. 5, 10, 15 sprint, 20, 25, 30. And he's just kind of trying to waddle his way out.
Still has some movement technically if he dashes.
Oh,
Because you get the full 30 movement. It just takes
Okay.
the first 15, yeah.
and
He's out of here.
yeah. I'm just putting his token right there for now, because if anybody wants to do anything, he's just barely off the map if you want to try to go take the shot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he looks like he's gone.
And they're sleeping.
Alright.
Turn to sleep.
And with that...
Game!
In the smash.
I think Nick would immediately take out some rope,
Uh-huh.
walk over to these strangers and separate their weapons from them, investigate them for any like daggers or any hidden things, and then tie them up real quick.
Alright. So, from the Lancer, you find a spare dagger on his waist, and the swordsman has 3 spare daggers. Looks like he could have thrown them.
Ah, I see. Well, I'll just put them off in a pile. to
Alright,
the
so now
side.
you have a short sword, 3 daggers, and 4 daggers, and a spear if you want to use them. Or if you want to lug them around, otherwise you can just trash them.
I don't really care enough to carry those around, so if one of you do it, then go ahead, by all means.
Alright, and now they are tied up. I'll just use this net icon to show that they're tied.
Yeah.
Alright, and are you just going to put them on the side of the road? Are you going to take them with you, or what?
I think we'll just put them here for now. and wait for them to wake up, right?
We should probably
Alright.
get moving. It only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, now they're all tied up, so they're not a threat to us.
What happened?
And perhaps we can get some answers.
Yes.
Yes. Gonna look over at you and say, "Can I have one of those daggers, please?"
Yeah, I mean, go for it. I'm not that interested in. I've got my dagger. It'll do me fine.
You got
I
plus
don't
1
care.
dagger.
Dagger?
Not a dagger that's plus 1.
No,
Just
it's.
add 1 dagger to your inventory.
Yeah.
I forgot
That's what I
that.
was asking.
As soon as I said it, I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Hold up.
Wait.
Hold up, I misspoke.
I misspoke. Misinput.
Control delete.
What is opening the task manager gonna save you from?
End progress.
For real.
I will never recover.
I look over at Nick
Wait.
and say, "Do you want to wake him up?"
Sure.
I slap both their faces. They would wake up. Not like a hurt them, like kill them slap, but like a wake up, like
wake up,
slap.
like-
On.
Wake up.
As you said, I'll be like, just follow my lead.
Huh?
All right.
What?
I'm running.
What? Becca, how do we get here?
You tried to kill us.
Yes, that was rather rude.
How dare you?
However, perhaps
We
you're
weren't
feeling
really
generous
gonna
today.
kill you.
I mean, you were gonna do something unpleasant, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Where are you from?
I'll never tell.
Okay.
And he tries
Well,
to. He
Alright,
tries to
we can
spit
just
at you. He tries to spit at you, but it kind of just falls onto his chin.
You have 2 options here, I think. One, you tell us what we need to know, and we separate and never see each other again. Or your lives can end here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that owlbear we heard from earlier will be back.
Choose wisely.
Okay, Alright, what do you need to know?
Well, it would be kind if you would let the little lady know what she wanted to know.
Exactly. Yeah, where are you from?
We're, somewhere east of here. Yeah, near the coast.
I don't trust that.
You can just make insights on anything these guys say, I think.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's like
So feel free to make your insight check.
okay. Let me make my insight check.
$14. You feel like there's a hint of truth to this, but he's not giving you all the information.
Okay. Why were you trying to kill us?
We weren't going to actually do it. We were just trying to scare you so that you'd come with us.
Where
So
were you
you're
going to take us?
slavers.
Yes.
Wow.
Look,
Oh.
they didn't give us too much of a choice. Either we get more slaves
Who's
for
they?
them, or we're slaves. Our bosses. There's quite a few of them. Yeah.
Did you have
Wow.
any companions about a quarter mile back from you guys?
Not that I'm aware of. It was just us 6.
That'll be an insight.
Yep. Butterfly, do it.
I'm just gonna be guiding Butterfly this time, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
No.
Get
always
the
tell
gooder
me.
rolls.
I think my guidance will be like, wow, you're pretty good at interrogations. Over to Butterfly.
Thank you. I'm trying my best.
The power of friend work and teamship makes interrogation stronger. Alright, 18. You feel like he's being genuinely honest with this one. Multiple bosses to leading some kind of slaving syndicate.
But the people earlier
Hey
were
guys, I think we should ask them where
Yeah,
these
and the-
slaves are
oh,
so
yeah,
we can
And the
free them.
and the people weren't affiliated.
I heard slaves, guys. I think we should go like figure out if we gotta save some people.
Yeah, we should probably, at the very least, figure out where they are, so if nothing else, we can
report it.
let like proper authorities know that there's a humanitarian crisis in the area.
Yes, I
Yep.
think that would be wise. Maybe not so much as infiltrating the rescue. That perhaps would draw too much undue
Yeah.
attention to us. If that
Probably.
makes sense.
Are we in the Embargo Alliance or the Syndicate right now?
We are in the Embargo Alliance.
But if we let the Alliance know, they might be able to send people better equipped.
That's
Yes.
true.
Going to try to make a persuasion check on them for them to tell us where they're keeping their
These
slaves
hostages?
/ like
All right,
if they're gonna be moved soon.
feel free to roll.
Where are you guys keeping the slaves, and are you moving them soon? Tell me.
There's camps all across this place, but as for the when, I don't know. All I know is that they're being shipped all across Deithrulia.
Okay. And are we going to encounter more of your people in the woods tonight, or were you the band sent to this peaceful continent?
But we're not the only ones. But I don't know where everyone else was sanctioned.
Okay.
One more
I'm
question.
going to look over at them, the party, and say, so, for good reason, I haven't been completely honest with you, but I think if we're going to make it through the woods tonight, that I might as well reveal maybe my biggest secret.
Well, that is somewhat foreboding and suspicious.
Going to ask
Same. Yeah.
the two guys on the ground, which of you is in charge?
The two guys, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really have a, and the cadet, the guy who had the two swords is like, he is.
Ah,
And the other one just kind of looks.
Do either of you three know any illusion spells?
Yes, a fair bit.
I know illusions.
And how long can you hold it for?
Just a minute.
A minute.
Okay. Well, do you think we could get their armor off of him without letting him go? Or do we need to...
I mean, it's not like they can stop us from just stealing their
only
armor.
the quote unquote leader's armor is in any sort of state of actually being there. The other guy's armor got crushed in one blow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna need the one guy's armor. And
Do you have a
here's
plan?
why. I'm not quite a human per se. I just look like one. I go by Michael when I look like this. But the elves know me as Rowan. I'm what you might call a changeling.
Oh!
So
That is very interesting.
could escort you guys through the woods as my quote prisoners. If
That would be incredibly useful.
I was
Yeah.
turned into him, but I would need his clothes to do a better job at it because my clothes aren't quite good. So if we can get his clothes off, I think we should be able to get through the woods. And if we run into any other slavers, I can just tell them that I'm taking you to the site.
I might be able to help too. I'm somewhat adept at disguising myself, making sort of different things. I'm a reporter, so sometimes I have to sneak in places and all that type of thing. So I know my way around, looking the part to be in places maybe you aren't supposed to be, so maybe I could aid you in that.
Let's get the armor off of him first.
But it's so cold out. I gotta freeze if you do that," said the man in the
Josh,
70-degree
I
weather.
look at him and I say, "You've done worse to humanity than we're going to do to you."
Oh, quit your whining.
So, like, can I take his armor? Do I need to do anything?
I feel like he's going to try to resist, so feel free to try to roll sleight of hand to get it off.
We could just knock him out too.
I could kill
Or
him.
that.
Well,
Why
we
would you
could, go
They
to,
try
we,
to
could go
kill
to,
us.
want to kill?
we could go to 10 as well, yes.
He is tied up. He can't really do anything if we slit his throat.
No, not
He
really.
is what one might call an enemy of humanity.
I would say that is perhaps maybe not the most moral
And
thing, but who am I to judge?
Honestly, I'm a changeling. I don't reveal my secret because people might use it for some type of power. I would prefer if neither of them could tell our secret.
Why would you say it if it's a secret?
Because it's
So we would
our
know.
means.
And now they are
guys.
panicking and struggling against one another.
I didn't really have a choice. Would you rather I have kept it a secret and we walked through and encountered more slavers?
Well, I mean, you could have just said, "Hey, I know magic that lets me appear to be somebody else." You don't have to say, "Hey, guys, I'm some." Out of character, real quick. Are changelings like fey touched, like they are in
Yes,
like not 5e. I was thinking it's not necessarily fey. I think it's hags that I'm thinking of. Like deals with hags
Yeah,
create
they-
changelings.
Changelings and changelings in this world
Are pure fey. Right?
are not. Basically, there were two types of races in the world before the Great Cataclysmic War. Those from the Fae and those who were not, and it was just like the classic ones, like humans and elves and dwarves and those like.
My understanding
And then, but
I'm
then
just
after
a
the
Fae
Great
creature.
Cataclysmic War, everything changed, shifted, and warped, and suddenly a whole bevy of new races came into the land that were never seen before.
Okay.
And
I
those are
really wouldn't- like it.
considered in this place otherworldly races.
I wouldn't really like it if word got out that there was a Fae. It was a heavily guarded secret by the elves for about 16 years that there was a changeling on the continent.
I'm surprised you haven't somehow caused issues for yourself in all those 16 years, given how easily you let that slip just now.
Because I didn't feel like I had much of a choice. I've shown my hand at magic. You guys have a pretty good idea where I'm skilled in magic. And I would rather not build more and more lies. I mean, you're
That's
not
fair
going to
enough.
betray me.
I have no intention of it. I'm just
Exactly.
I'm just concerned for your safety, because if you keep telling people that you're a changeling, you're gonna probably get, like,
They're
hunted
moving,
by
guys.
some...
You
Oh, no,
notice,
you don't.
you turn to them, you see that they've scooched 5 feet away.
Just drag them back.
And so you use drag, and so they were dragged back.
You are the first people I've told in years.
Suppose we'll have to make
I don't tell this secret lightly. I
Best use
saw
of this.
a need to tell it.
Yeah,
and
that
I
is
hope
fair.
I have your trust, because this really is a life or death situation.
Yes,
I'd
do
rather
believe that.
3 more people knew and I lived than 0 people know and I die tonight.
Yeah, fair.
Well,
it is a heavily guarded secret because people of their persuasion might try to take advantage of that and grab for a power advantage. So we can keep them alive if you guys would like. But in all my training from the elves, they would kill them. What they meant to do to us.
Yeah, I honestly don't mind either way. It's really up to you guys.
It's
Let's
your
kill 'em.
secret. It's your choice.
I would like to put it to a vote. We are an adventuring party right now.
True.
If this would go against anybody's moral code, I won't kill them. It's a strong preference.
And
But that's really
and
funny.
then these two are shivering at your words more now.
Let's
Raise
take
your
a vote
hand.
then.
I vote we kill them. Raise your hand if you would like to kill them also.
I will raise my hand.
Just,
I'm raising my
just
hand.
kind of slowly and awkwardly raise his hand.
Well, I see that as
Okay.
3 out of 4.
Sure, I'm not exactly opposed to it,
Me
but I'm not
neither.
exactly jumping at the vine to stab someone in the face.
I pull the dagger out of my pack that I've just acquired from you, Nick, and I pull another one out of my boot and hand it to
and
you.
this guy just faints.
And I take my dagger and I just cross it against the guy's throat in front of me.
Oh god.
Hey.
So brutal.
And then I look over at Nick. I'm like, "Oh, move out of the way!" And I kind of move him to the side.
Oh,
and,
I'm not stopping you.
and I drag it across the second guy's face, and I start to take his armor off and put it on myself.
Before you kill him, even?
And then I look at you guys and say, few before you have seen me do this, and you kind of see me like, and my form starts to change. And you see, Will, would you say that guy's taller or shorter than me?
I'd say
I'm
he's
5'10".
probably taller.
You see my body begin to stretch up. My skin tone changes to match his. And it looks like he's got longer hair. My hair starts to grow out and darken even more. And standing before you is the man I just killed.
Wait, what?
That
And-
is mildly
would-
mortifying.
Then I start putting his armor on, and I would inspect it to make sure like there's no blood and stuff visible.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Uh,
always just make the excuse that you got blood on you from beating somebody up.
Also,
mean-
Will,
Yes.
can I use my disguise kit proficiency to kind of maybe shift around my armor a bit to make it look a bit more like that armor, and
Mhm.
like basically make me look a lot more like this knife
guy.
dagger guy
Yeah.
next to him.
For sure.
Not like I'm not trying to like copy his exact appearance. I'm just trying to fit the vibe. Right?
Got it. Yeah.
And then I look over at Percival and Butterfly, and I say, unfortunately, we don't have disguises for you two. And then I ask Nick, do you have any more rope? Or we
I
just
mean,
want
I
to...
have some spare rope now. I kind of glanced
Um,
down at them.
I say,
Just,
we're gonna have to tie you guys up. We don't have to do it well, but we have to make it look convincing.
We can do fake knots, yeah.
Yeah.
Feel free to roll sleight of hand.
I have plus...
Well, are you
four
gonna
to-
do it right now, or are you gonna do it later?
We're gonna do it right now.
All right.
Yeah, because we don't know.
We don't know if they're just ahead.
Fair enough.
Nick, you have better sleight of hand than me. I've got +4.
I have +2.
Okay,
So I'll guidance you on
roll
that.
it. That
Ooh,
is
that's pretty good.
20.
Have guidance if you want it too.
Why not? That's 24.
Those knots look those knots look like they'd save lives, but they are very extremely easy to take off in a haste.
Okay, I'm also going to grab the Lancer's lance.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And I
For the
assume
moment, I'll
you're gonna grab his sword and
stow
dagger.
my shield and have a dagger. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then I say, well, let's go.
All right. And
Well,
so
the one thing is, I can't mimic his voice at this point, so I will have to do some type of deception or performance check.
Well, that's only if it's explicitly this guy they're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if they recognize him, like since he's the leader, I'll have to roll to deceive them.
Mm-hmm. All
Wait,
right.
changelings can't. Oh wait, changelings can only mimic appearances, not
Visuals.
voices.
All right. And now, what's the path you wish to take?
Just straight to the city.
Weren't we going to investigate?
No, we asked them, but they didn't really know much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought our plan was to go back to the city and tell them that we discovered slavers in the forest.
Yeah, that works too.
But we probably want to get to about here and then take our disguises off, because if we walk into town as slavers, like...
Then get yelled at. But until then...
Yeah.
All right. Let's move. And then it'll reach this point where, finally, same kind of pathy area, but there isn't any kind of other peoples. Let me just clear those out of the way. But you notice that it is rather the moon is blatantly visible right now, and if you remember from earlier, the man who gifted you the blue gem said that apparently something happens if it is struck by moonlight. And what better time than a full moon?
It's full.
I believe I was the one who had the gem. Yeah.
You have the seed stone or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'll pull it out and just like be like.
not the blue gem that was given to you guys as a.
No, Barrow has the blue gem.
We can have it.
Yeah, we'll pretend one of you has it.
Which one of us wants it?
Well, I don't have my hands tied.
Fair.
All right.
You guys, it is the full moon. And the man in the tavern did say that we might gain some guidance if we use this little light of the moon.
Might as well give
And
it
we
a shot.
are in a precarious situation. You mind stopping for a little bit?
Could use some guidance.
Yeah, sure.
Going to pull stone out and kind of like hold it up to the moon.
And in the moonlight, the light and the stone shines, and each of you feel like some kind of little tingle of sorts. And then, almost leaping out of the stone, is a lady in beautiful blue and white robes.
You see my hand kind of like reach down to one of my daggers. Say, can we trust you? It hasn't been a good night for us.
She takes a look at all of you. It has been so long since I have been able to walk freely like this.
Now, I know this looks bad, but we aren't actually captured.
Do not fret. I have seen everything through my stone.
Okay.
Everything?
It has been my...
You came from the stone?
Yes, in fact, I'm still trapped in there.
Who trapped you?
People who thought I was directly involved with the war 100 years ago.
I'm sorry that they did that to you.
I know stories of the Great Cataclysmic War, but I don't recall tale of a prominent female figure.
That's because, in the grand scheme of things, I wasn't. I was just another person affected by the war. But after it ended, I was captured in belief that I was conspirating with the true person who started the war. He was my husband.
Oh no.
And so, now that
Husband's the
he was
nameless
gone,
one.
they were afraid that I'd start something else, so to prevent any more bloodshed from happening, I agreed to their terms and was sealed away, forever looking out from the stone. It has been traded from person to person here and there, and every once in a while, I would encounter someone pure-hearted like you four, and that it would allow me to, and I could use my magic to come out, even if it's just this projection.
I kind of start laughing.
When she says pure-hearted, I kind of glance back down the road and then back forward, just nod.
Ma'am, are you okay? I don't think I've
In all honesty,
ever in my lifetime been called pure-hearted.
perhaps
Maybe it's a
pure-hearted
relative term.
Yes,
Is it
relatively.
relative to your, can we call him your ex-husband?
More relative to. Okay, maybe it's not pure heart. I don't know anymore. And she just kind of puts her fingers to her temple.
So, point is though, you need help, is what
Yes.
I'm getting at.
Oh.
Exactly, T-Dos. They'll have to do.
That was so out of character. That was like so out of character.
So, what do you need help from the four of us and our sleepy companion back there?
In short, I wish for someone to collect all of the ancient relics that are across the land.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
If I recall, there's
There's 30 of them, right?
4,
Yes,
5,
30 of
7,
them.
8.
For what
We only know
Three
there's
of
9 of
them.
them.
purpose?
We only know there's 9 of them.
Yes. Well,
So the 9 of them.
perhaps you know 10 of them. And she gestures to, Percival.
Wait, what?
Are you a relic?
Are you?
Are you?
No,
Am
not-
I a relic?
not-
I do not know.
Not Percival, but something Percival holds. I know, not, she would.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you mean the creepy eye thing?
Yes.
That's one of
The-
them?
Yes, that is the Dreamer's Eye. It is a powerful relic
Ooh.
that allows one to see to the past or future in their sleep. When we get to safer
Okay.
pastures, I can tell you more about it. But for now, my time wanes, and I should return to the stone from now. In the future,
Okay.
and as I have regained some of my powers from the moonlight, I should be able to talk with the holder of the stone telepathically.
Okay.
And if
Do you have
needed,
enough-
I can come out every once in a while. But
Do you have
coming out
enough-
like this is exhausting, and I think I should return to stone for now.
I kind of hold the stone out to her, not sure what to do.
She just very politely bows and seems to get sucked into the stone.
And then I put it back in my pack.
Hold on,
that was
I do have some
interesting.
questions, so if you don't mind,
Interesting.
I'll take it for now.
Okay, I'll hold it over. I hand it over to Nick. Well,
Yeah.
we
Alright.
should make it back. Don't know about you, but that fight tired me out a little bit. And I might be able to get us some rooms in the tavern for a favor or two.
All right.
I do have a
So,
concern. I will say to the group.
all right.
What's your concern?
Well, she said that she wanted all the relics, or us to have all the relics, which I'd like to know why. But also, we did
Well-
promise to give this to the guy.
What if the
That
guy
me.
does something bad with it?
Leave that to me. I have my methods.
You're not just gonna do what we did back there again, right?
No!
Like, there's
I
only
hope
so many
not.
times you can replace people before people are gonna get suspicious
I
of you.
wouldn't murder him per se, but if he ended up in jail for a crime he didn't commit, it would do us none the worse.
That is
I
a
think
horrifying thought.
My opinion of you is starting to shift, I will say.
You know, there's gotta be one person in every party who's willing to do what needs to be done. And I think we know that belongs to me now.
I suppose so.
I promise I'm not murder happy. I only wanted to kill them because they heard my secret. But I'm
Right.
not prone to revealing my secret in front of people who aren't supposed to hear it. But if you guys would like a more civil route and him not ending up in jail for a crime he didn't commit, I can do that too. I can be very persuasive.
You know, we could also just say, hey, deals off for keeping the stone. Like, that's
Sure,
the
that'll go
Yeah,
that's
how
the
do we know
civil
he's
way
not
to
gonna
do
do
this.
something horrible with it?
Yeah, for instance, he could probably use it to, like, find a future where, like, he somehow gets the money back from us anyway.
He
Or he
does.
can
Also,
start
like,
another war.
he
if I
seems
could-
Technically, the only quote-unquote money he gave you was the stone with the lady in it.
Yeah.
And as
No,
you
no,
say
no,
that,
I
it's
meant
just
like if he was to pay us for our work,
Yeah.
what's to stop him from seeking a future where he hires a mercenary to get his money
Um,
back?
So let's deal with that when we get back. You have my
Yes.
word that unless you tell me to do something illegal, I will not do something illegal.
I'm just
Got
scared he
it.
might start another
That's
war.
good. Also, I have a question.
Yes?
Do we want to return all the relics without any question? That sounds like potentially a bad
I
idea.
think
I
we should
think
question
the
her
next
more.
time she comes out, we should question her more. as
you
we
hear
need
you
to
hear in
know-
your head, Nyquist. I will explain when we get a better chance. For now, as you mentioned, it is quite dangerous here.
I
Okay,
suppose,
let's go back to town then.
No, we're gonna
yes,
go.
But
a
only
mile
but
down.
since he's in the stone form, only Nyquist heard this.
we can
we're-
have this conversation later, I suppose.
We're gonna go a mile from town, guys, and then we'll turn back to normal.
Undisguised, yeah.
All right. Just before you
Okay.
enter, and just before you get to the point where you see the town in the horizon.
I'll just
Well,
doff the disguise and then do the
I-
rope.
Start taking my armor off and changing back into my normal clothes,
All right.
and you guys just see the disguise like fall off. I go, keeping up a mask is tiring.
He said as he put his mask back on.
Let's go into town.
Wait, so do you even have like? Is this actually really who you are? Like,
Uh,
how do we know that you're not like this is not some other disguise? Do you even have like a
So-
real form, so to speak?
I do have a real form, but it's terrifying. Are you familiar with what a doppelganger looks like?
No, and I don't think I want to find
So-
out.
They're basically white husks. I'm not a white husk. I have that like husky look about me, but I'm much more colorful, like a rainbow. But
Oh,
that
so-
terrifies
I
people.
don't
so,
think I want to look at that, yes. That sounds horrifying.
let's say there are two appearances that people know me by. And I tend to stay in those unless it's a situation like this where it requires a little bit of disguise because it is harder for me to change into a shape that I'm not familiar with, and there's no story. It crumbles quickly when people start. I've lived as Michael for the last 4 years,
I
and
have a
as
question.
Rowan for 16 years before that. Yes, Butterfly?
How do we know that you're not going to betray us one day?
That is a very
Because
good question.
you know my secret.
Is that not more reason?
Yeah, like you
Ah,
just
No, you
killed
can tell us the
someone.
secret and then kill us. You know?
Yeah.
Have we not noticed I am probably the weakest one in this party?
I haven't noticed, sadly.
It's
I
very
gotta-
magically inclined, but I suppose you are a bit
Yes,
easy
but I
to,
can't
you know.
do any real damage to you. I can just make you stand still.
There's
Or
a
you
lot
could make us fall
standing
asleep
still
like
can
you did to
do,
those
I
other
know.
Yeah, that
guys.
is true. You can make us fall asleep.
Yes.
But
Well, you can make them fall asleep. I don't have to sleep, so
see,
that's
I can't put the Warforged to sleep, and I can't put our Drow companion to sleep.
Correct.
Correct.
Cease to say, I told you my secret and didn't murder you on the spot. I trust you. I consider you an ally.
that's a good way of putting it,
we're
I
gonna watch
guess.
out for you
Um,
just in case.
I tied those knots on your hands, and you noticed when I took them out, I just pulled the rope, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I could have told you that I was tying false knots and then tied good ones if I really didn't trust you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That does make sense. Well, I could trust you for now.
Also, I will tell you more in town when we're not out in the open.
Okay.
Wouldn't we have to worry more about being eavesdropped
no,
on in
we'll
the
be-
city?
In the tavern, and I'm friends with the tavern owner. I can get us a private room close enough that if anything were to happen, people would hear, but a normal conversation wouldn't be overheard.
Okay.
Ready to head in?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So, you get to town, and I assume you're gonna head straight for the inn.
I'm gonna come in.
Yep.
Go up to the. Is it a barkeep? It's a man.
All right.
And
So you notice
say,
that no. So as you enter, feel free to put all your characters at the entrance.
Hold up.
All right. Character at the entrance.
So
yeah.
one thing that you notice is that while it is kind of late, usually there's more people at sitting at the tables at this
Also,
hour.
the patrons look a little different.
And this guy will be like, "Ah, so you've returned. Was it successful?"
Yes.
Immediately.
Oh, so
we
it
just say yes
was.
immediately. Yes.
May I see? Come, sit at this table. I wish to discuss your rewards with you.
I'm gonna go
About
up, and as
that.
I'm going up, I'm gonna say it was successful on some fronts. Can I start rolling for
Oh.
deception, Will?
Yes, you may.
What did I roll? It was successful on some fronts. We did gather quite a bit of information about the temple. However, is it you, Percival, who realized that there were strange magics in the air? I think it was
Around the
Percival.
stone itself.
there
Yeah.
were strange magics around the stone, and the place was quite heavily trapped, and we weren't sure what to happen. We could draw you a map, but unfortunately, and this is where the deception roll came in well.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to recover the stone. We figured giving you information about the temple and better ability to prepare was better than us dying in there.
I see. Well, that is disappointing. But I guess it can't be helped. I mean,
What's going on?
it was a rather dangerous crystal to find. I guess my judgment was wrong.
But
And he
We
just
just gonna
kind
have-
of steps back. Bartender, you might want to step in the back. And he just kind
Uh-oh.
of very reluctantly leaves without a word.
Guys, I think
Which
we're
is not
in
like
for a
him.
fight.
So,
Uh.
I am so sorry that it had to come to this. But unfortunately, it appears that you will no longer be required. Men?
Is this what you did with
why
the
did-
other people that couldn't get the freaking stone? You just killed them?
No, not quite. I just feel like you group, you seem to be hiding something. Your details, they were quite exquisite, yes. However, I could tell that
Yeah,
there
we told
were...
you there's a magic aura, and that we weren't gonna mess with something that we didn't fully understand. What's there to know about?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, but the little fairy, they were a little too eager for finding something and coming back empty-handed now.
Well,
Give me
maybe
a
that's just their
persuasion roll.
personality. You don't know them.
Well, I'm gonna try to persuade him. I am just generally quite a chipper fellow. I would be willing to trade information with you, and maybe even possibly help you in finding a better party. I am quite knowledgeable about this continent, but I would ask that you have your men stand down before we discuss.
I simply don't think that'll be possible. Last time I allowed that to happen, he kind of just rolls up his sleeve and shows a cut near his shoulder. Somebody was a little bit rude, we'll say. And he just kind of rolls it
But-
back down.
Have I given you any reason to believe that I'm rude? You have spent many a nights in this no? And did I
Oh,
not
no,
perform and
certainly
bring
not you.
joy?
However, I feel that I feel like I happen to have good intuition. And in this situation, I feel that one of you is coming back a lot more magically than the rest.
I didn't seem to notice that. Are you sure there's no bargain we could strike out? You are familiar with this continent, no? You
Oh,
know
I
of-
am, for sure.
And I'm sure that you would love an audience with the Elf King and Queen. What if I told you that I might be able to procure one such audience? And I pull up my sleeve and show him the mark on my shoulder. It's my elf friend mark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you recognize this mark, no?
He looks at it. Oh, I'm certain.
So
It
you
does
know
look
that it,
very nice.
so you know it's not just any mark on my arm. It marks me as a elf friend of the king and queen themselves.
Yes.
I don't think it's in
However,
your best interest to kill us. I'm sure if word reached their ears, you would have the whole armies of the Whoopicon High Elves against you? And elves, as we know, they hold grudges for long, long times. So maybe we can strike a deal and I can get you to them and request an audience for you, and they might be able, with their long lives and exquisite arcane knowledge, get the artifact you so desire.
feel free to roll another perception.
Persuasion?
Persuasion. Bleh. English.
Yeah. That's a nat 20.
Wow.
You do bring quite an offer. Very well, I'll take your word. However, as I may or may not have said, I am not super quick to trust, so hand over all your possessions, and then, once I know that you have no way of harming me, we'll have ourselves a nice little talk.
I really don't think that that's a tenable solution.
I'm gonna use message to talk to Butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know your opinion of what he just said.
Wait a minute, isn't there that, wait. Wasn't there that whole thing with, like, turning it upside down or touching the center of the eye to, like, cause a sleep effect? I can't remember. If only I had identified.
Sleep effect, as far as we know, we were just concerned it might because we know nothing of the relic.
Yeah, we didn't know anything.
But you heard my message, right, Butterfly?
Yep, I just don't know what I have to do.
Roll insight. If we'll
Oh.
let
Yeah, roll. You can roll insight.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, go ahead.
Gotta make sure the DM is okay with it.
You are able to tell that he knows you're hiding something,
Uh-oh.
and he wishes to confirm it himself.
Am I allowed to reply to the message?
Yeah, you can reply to message. One sentence there, one sentence back.
Oh, I have an idea.
I have an idea, guys.
Wait, do I have message? Please tell me I have message. This is the one game where message would have been useful. I have message. I'm gonna cast message, and I'm going to say to everyone.
I thought message was one target only.
It's one target, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to repeat casting message and say the same message every time.
What's
One
the casting
action.
cost? Okay. In that case, who you send into first, second, third?
Okay, first I'm sending it to Michael.
All right.
Then I'm sending it to Butterfly, and then I'm sending it to Nick.
That makes sense.
And I'm saying
Makes a lot of sense.
I'm saying I'll create the sound of an explosion behind him. When he turns around, murk him.
I'm gonna reply right back. I'm gonna reply
Immediately
right
level
back.
10.
I immediately reply right back. Do you not see the 6 armed guards standing on either side of us?
I cast again. Look, don't you have the ability to kill everything in a radius?
I don't think he does.
I cast that. No,
I don't think that's something he can do.
studied some different spells last night because after the problem with the inorganic material.
Okay, that's way too long for a message. A message is only 25 words max. So he's just sit. All right, would you guys quit staring around at each other, sending each other good vibes, and just hand over your goods before things get messy.
Wait a minute.
You guys, I think we should hand us stuff.
If you think
over.
that's a
It
good
would be
idea, then
terrible
sure.
if we couldn't close this deal.
Okay, I am realizing something. Do Warforged have a gag reflex?
It's a good question.
They're still automatons. I wouldn't think so.
Probably not.
Okay, so I don't have a gag reflex.
But
Can I voluntarily empty my stomach?
What does that mean?
I know what he's gonna
Can
do.
Can
I
I
think I so.
vomit at will? What I'm thinking is if I use sleight of hand and just eat the relic, and then spit it up later.
That's a really good idea, actually.
Ew.
I mean, first you would have to sleight of hand to see if you can eat something without being spotted.
So I have an idea. I'm gonna basically
I have
I'm
an idea,
going to
guys.
try. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna pull out my bag and I'm gonna drop it on the floor by quote accident. And while I'm picking it up, I'm going while I'm bent over below the table to pick it up, I'm going to reach in, eat it, and then keep moving with the bag.
All right, feel free to.
So when he's doing that, Nick's he's a little cheeky sometimes. He kind of gets the vibe sometimes. I think when he sees him drop it, he's like, he wouldn't drop it on accident in a place like this. And I will very exaggeratedly pull out my bag and start throwing all of my stuff on the table, very exaggeratedly and annoyedly.
Got it.
You know?
Pretending to go along, understood.
Yeah, and basically drawing a lot of attention then too. Oh gosh, can't believe we have to do this. We failed the mission, and then we have to go to this length. You know?
Yeah, Michael's gonna keep talking, saying, well, I guess we will hand over our items to you. I don't see any way that...
And he's just gonna
make it
gesture to the
amicable."
table and
so I start putting all of my stuff on the table.
oh yeah, feel free to roll sleight of hand.
16.
All right.
This is the classic level of shenanigans that we expect out of D&D these days.
Alright, so you managed to sneakily eat the relic without getting noticed. However, I have a question for you. Do Warforged have stomach acid?
I mean,
That's
I don't have
I don't
to
know if that's
eat.
a,
I don't have to eat according to my racial features,
Aren't
so I
Warforged just
imagine
giant,
not.
basically hunks of metal with a soul imbued
well,
within
they're
them?
like metal and wood. Typically.
Yeah, aren't they just like an inanimate object with a soul imbued by magic?
Basically.
So why would
Alright.
they have stomach acid?
Well, I was just making sure. Alright.
Will was not ready for this level of shenanigans.
What if we eat the rock?
What if we eat the rock?
Will's like, Michael has pulled every card he's kept.
Actually,
hidden
wait a
all in
minute.
matter of
The-
15 minutes.
I'm trying to figure out how a Warforged would eat a rock, but then I'm back. Wait, if he doesn't need to eat anything, he wouldn't have a stomach. So, Would the mouth?
he's
Would he
hollow.
even be able to talk with the? And would he even be able
he
to?
was saying, well, I think he was saying more so he's gonna throw it inside his warforged body. He was just using human terms
Okay.
to describe
I
it.
think the autonomy of Warforged
I'm not trying. I'm not trying to
are
rules lawyer. I'm just trying to be like, what is a
No, I think
warforged's
welcome-
autonomy?
we're trying-
Welcome to D&D where you eat rocks.
I think he was trying to explain something in terms familiar to humans for something that's not human. It's like anthropomorphic language, but the reverse.
Got it.
genuinely have no clue how Warforged works, so
Me neither.
Hey, what did you guys do for this D&D session? We ate a rock.
Michael committed war crimes, lied through his teeth, and possibly the rock. I guess we should keep going now. So we've all emptied our weapons on the
Yep.
table.
Yep, we all emptied our
And then-
bags.
Yeah.
I say, unfortunately, to get to the council, though, I will have to remain some level of autonomy. I will have to basically alert the
Once we
scouts
finish.
that we're coming, so that they don't attack us.
Very well. Just let me conduct this search first. And you're guys gonna see him reach his hand, and as the guard gets in front of him, it just starts. And the guard is like glancing over the table, and this man is gonna cast Detect Magic.
Uh-oh.
Cool. I'm made of metal. How thick are my insides?
another question.
Am I lined in lead? Am I lined in lead? Legitimate question.
Best question ever.
Considering your backstory, you would not have been made with lead.
Also, typically,
probably.
objects and creatures inside other creatures are behind full cover.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point
wouldn't he
too.
be basically casting detect magic through a wall at this point?
Well, he's detecting magic on the center of the table.
Oh, okay.
It auras out from him too.
Yes. And then let me just double check a thing.
Hmm?
Yeah. It's pretty genius, honestly, Jonathan. That was kind of a stroke.
It's a wild strategy, but it should
pure
work.
genius.
I believe that. I'm just double checking the specifics of detect magic for the part of just the inventories.
Yeah. Also, as a general rule,
Yeah.
magic does not permeate through cover.
Yep.
That makes sense.
And
Are
then
they, like, around things.
yeah, he's mostly just doing it for the bag. He just kind of detects it, and then he whispers something to the guard. The guard looks through the satchel and pulls out the blue stone, and he just, all right. And then he just puts the stone back in the bag.
I look over at we'll call him our patron at this point, since we don't know his name.
Yep.
Is there anything else you would like to do before we head out? It is
Message.
quite a long
Why would
mission.
you ask that?
Reply back.
You're the guy asking why is the teacher where what about the homework?
Yeah, like what about what
Well,
about the
for
homework?
now. And he just kind of he goes to the bell he goes to the bell and rings it. The barkeep comes out. Could you reimburse these gentlemen's room on the second floor? And he just gives a quiet nod and grabs the keys, gives them to him. Here are here are 3 room keys, 2 per room, and each of one of these guards will come with you. So get yourselves a good night's rest, and we will be back at this tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you for your hospitality.
Yes, yes.
I'm really, like, mentally, I'm wishing that this was Star Wars system solely so that we could, like, flip 2DP and be like, actually, the entire time I've planned this.
Damn it!
Just
Uh,
like, oh god, the Destiny point system is so good, though.
really is.
Yep.
When we get up to our rooms and we're all behind the doors, I believe, since I'm familiar with my party, are these walls thicker than 3 feet of wood?
Yes.
They're thicker than 3 feet of wood. Will, that's your leg.
Like
Huh?
lengthwise, not
That's your
widthwise.
leg
Oh.
lengthwise thick.
Like from this
From toe
side
to
to
hip.
oh.
Like, through them, like, if I was gonna punch through, how many inches would I have to punch through? I'm not punching through anything.
I know. Just like
In theory.
Like, are they gonna be able to hear us? Is like, I think the question.
Well,
This is
no,
a
I
hi-
think
this
it's
is a
to
pretty
do with
high
detect
this-
magic.
this is a pretty high quality place, so no, you would be a-okay. They don't look 3 feet because this map program.
Yeah.
I was just using the default walls.
Fair
So
enough.
I can still cast message through it since I'm familiar with them.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm assuming we're up in our rooms now.
Yes.
And,
And
This
each
is
of you
the
has
D&D
and each of you
equivalency.
has a
And
guard
the
just
guard
sitting
just
in
standing
your room,
outside
right
in the room.
in the room, right at the door.
Right at the door, inside
Like-
the room. Okay,
Like
yeah.
inside
Yeah.
the room. Are
Yes.
they really watching us though? Like
Yes.
closely.
They are what? All right. So real quick, we're just gonna do. I'll let you guys decide who wants what guard.
Welcome to Wheel of Fortune, guys.
Red looking one.
Who's the good-looking one?
I said red.
Oh, red-looking
Red.
one. All right.
I'll
So
take gun armor. He seems cool.
all right. So put your token underneath who you want to go with.
Sure.
It's two per person, right?
Yes.
You'd probably get your own room, butterfly.
I would love my own room.
Well, you're
We're pretending that the
still-
other two are gonna be with them.
yeah.
Why don't you come with me, Jonathan?
Yeah, sure. Is this your token?
No, that's my token.
Over here.
Oh,
token.
sorry.
All right,
Actually,
do you wanna-
I'll wave over at Butterfly and be like, Pharaoh and Trashius don't seem like they're in the best. Maybe you should come with me.
Okay.
All right.
So like one of these rooms up here.
Yeah, we'll just, for the sake of RP, we'll just pretend that
Yeah, just for tokens.
I think when we get there, I am going to lay sideways on the bed so that my face is turned kind of towards the wall.
But yeah, as you are in the room with this guard. Oops, I just realized. Bleh. I wasn't following it for the stream. as this guard closes and locks the door, she just.
Everything
What's
all
up?
right, miss?
Yeah.
In all honesty, ever since that jerk showed up, not really.
What's wrong?
Everything
Wait.
about his stupid organization. That's what.
Would you
Do
say
you not
you're-
like working for him?
In all honesty, I'd love to punch that sleazebag in the face. However, he.
What about your friends, the other gods?
We're all in kind of the same boat of
Um.
they have someone from our family.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Is there a way we can help you?
Yeah, like, we are going to visit the Elf Kingdom. Would they be able to help you, possibly?
In all honesty, you taking him to you taking him to the Elf Kingdom, you're just opening up more to potential for tragedy.
Can I trust you?
Yes. And
I
she
message
just
Butter-
tosses you
Butter-
her sword,
Um,
and she just leans on the back and leans her back against the door, arms crossed.
I am going to take him there, but I'm not just an elf friend. I'm their ward.
Oh,
I
I
told
don't
my
believe
mo-
you're lying about that.
If I told my mother and father what was happening, I'm sure they could help you guys. I need to make a persuasion roll at this point.
Alright, feel free to roll persuasion.
But if I'm going to help you, there's a certain level of help that I would need you and your allies to help us. I noticed, was it you who was detecting magic?
So, what was your question?
Was it you who was detecting magic on our items earlier?
No, it was the actual lead guy himself.
Oh, you just moved the one token over.
Yeah, the other guy was basically just being his hand so that if he wanted to inspect something, he didn't have to touch it himself.
Do you think you could convince your friends, all 6 of you, to maybe let me go around a little bit tonight so I could get some stuff into motion?
I
So that we
wish.
could help you guys.
Those three are at guard duty on the door. In
The
short,
three-
they're not in it for loyalty, they're in it for the money.
But the 3 up here are in it for
Yeah, our families.
your families. So, would you be willing to talk to your friends, since I don't believe your patron is on this floor, and let us maybe talk some things through tonight so that we'd be better prepared to help you save your family?
You know,
Promise no harm
I'd
will
love
come
to.
you
However,
three.
just one thing I have to make clear. You must not, under any circumstance, take him to your elven kingdom.
Oh, I have no intention of him making it past the centuries.
Even then, don't give him even a hint. Because if he finds out something, I don't know how, but he's connected to some kind of group. One of us soldiers, and one of us who had our families taken to. They fought back. They gravely wounded him, and somehow he was killed. And then the next day, we heard word that
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
First.
Hey, Tofu.
Well,
we had word that everyone who was
yeah,
taken
that they
captive
were
was
dead.
lost.
Do you happen to know the message spell?
No, I don't. I'm just a simple soldier protecting this town, or I was.
I'm thinking. I think the best we can do tonight is if you convinced your allies on this floor to let me and my comrades talk, so that I could fill them in of what's transpired.
We'd have to be extra careful.
Oh, I need not leave this room. I just need to make sure that our messaging would not be reported by you 3.
I can make certain of that.
Okay.
He may have special psychic who's it what's it, but we don't.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm going to start relaying messages to Percival saying the 3 guards on this floor are on our side. Tell Nick. And then I'll relay stuff to Butterfly as
Yep.
we talk.
Okay, then I'll relay that to Nick, I guess.
And I think I'll just keep casting message so we can talk for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Noted. I think the only person who doesn't have message is Butterfly. By the way.
I'm just
I'm
trying
sad.
to like cut
Wait, does
down
Barrow
on,
have
like,
message?
Barrow doesn't actually know.
I would
it's funny.
also relay it to them, but for our time's sake.
Yeah, we'll just pretend that they're getting the message as well.
So I'm just gonna keep casting message for every 25 words.
Yeah.
Talking. The
Yeah.
gods are on our side. I wasn't completely honest with the man down there. I am not just an elf friend. I am the ward of the elf king and queen. They are the ones who discovered me as a baby. They raised me and tutored me. They will not make it past the centuries. I doubt anybody here speaks Sylvan of all languages, but as high elves, they are trained in many things, and at least one of the centuries will know what I'm saying. They won't come within even a couple miles, but we will have to ask the elves for their aid because we need to rescue the family of the 3 guards up here. That is the only thing keeping them in service. They're being threatened, but they see a way to change the tides and are willing to help us.
I will message back, I think, and be like, well, sure, the elves and stuff would be useful, but can we afford it, and do we need to, or is this something we can... If we save their families now, then there's no real reason for us to go there.
Oh no, we won't be the ones saving their families. The Elf King and Queen will send a dispatch.
Do we want
Will they?
Will
Oh,
they?
yeah.
Yeah. That seems like a lot of things for them to do for some people they don't know or have any reason
But-
to care about.
They have helped the ward of the Elf King and Queen. They would all deserve a great favor from the elven people for their service. I mean, also as we can take this dark, creepy guy to the elves, you have a better idea.
Let me see what I can do. And with that, I think Nick's gonna like big stretch. Like, whew, that was quite a journey. Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to go use the facilities, says to the guard.
Solemn nod.
And I'll just walk on out.
I'm going to look at. I'm going to send a message to Nick. Wait. There aren't facilities on this level. But I'm going to look at the female guard and say, as you know, I'm one skilled in magic, and I possess the magic to make myself look like you. Unfortunately, I can't change my clothes. Would you mind lending me your clothes for a minute so that I can walk freely so Nick doesn't get in trouble?
Just kind of starts blushing, glancing left and right. What?
I think my companion and I would like to do some reconnaissance. And while I can use magic to change my physical appearance, it unfortunately doesn't extend to my clothes. So I can make myself look like you, so that we could walk freely. But, I would need your clothes. I'm sure I could offer you suitable clothes.
She takes a step towards you, snatches her sword back from your hands, and just goes to the closet, slams the door shut. Hears some mumbling and grumbling for a moment, and then you just see her toss out her clothes. And if I see anything wrong with them, I will have your heads.
I will very delicately put her clothes on and start mumbling false incantations. And use my ability to turn into her. And I'll say, in my best performance of her voice, ooh, thank you very much.
I know for a fact I'm not that high-pitched.
It's okay, I don't plan on talking much.
You better hope not.
I'm gonna walk out with Nick and say, it's Michael. Follow my lead.
You didn't kill her, did you?
No, she's alive. She
Okay.
thinks I'm using some type of glamour spell. I muddled a bunch of funny words. It seemed that she had no knowledge of the arcane.
Well, let's get to investigating then.
Well, would you have used the disguise kit to look like one of the other guards, or no?
Don't think that would be necessary or really feasible right now.
Considering how heavily armored they are, yes. There are limits to a disguise kit.
Got it.
The guards are heavily armored, you said?
Yeah, especially yours.
Yes.
The guards downstairs are in it for the money, so we need to be careful around them. But if memory serves me, the bathrooms are down there. So we can talk to the barkeep.
That was my thought.
And he can
seems
take
like
us behind
he knows,
the door.
It also seems like he knows him better than other people. He's been asked to leave multiple times.
Anything that barkeep owes to him is a threat. I have performed here for the last 4 years. I think the barkeep has far greater loyalties to me if I can persuade him that his family would be safe.
Good try, I think.
So let's
That's our best
go down. So we're gonna go down to the first floor.
You just kind of see them all lazing around doing stuff, and as soon as you get in, these two are gonna run to the door, and this one will just slowly walk up to you. What do you think you're doing? Specifically talking to, you.
I motion towards Nick and then point towards the bathrooms.
Yes. Just human decency.
Make it quick. I'm barging in.
I go over.
Please do not.
Well, the bathroom's gonna be over here. I go over to
Where
the
is it?
barkeep
Yeah,
and
we're
say, bathroom, please.
Quick, go rummages underneath, gives you the bathroom key, and hidden underneath just an extra set of janitorial keys. Winks.
To me?
To me.
to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I send a message to him really quick that says, "It's Michael. How are they threatening you?"
And I'll head to the bathroom area
Brute force.
and look for
They
it.
claim they burned the place down. Can't risk it. This place been working here too long. Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
just.
kind of
This is just
over-
general back area, but we'll say the bathroom's back here as well.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
move over to stand by the door, like I'm keeping guard, and I'll just kind of send another message, not looking at him, just kind of staring straight out. Do you have any long distance magical communication that I could use?
I don't. But your friend could check the lost and found back there. One of the janitorial
Send a
keys should unlock it.
message to Nick that says there might be long distance magical communication back there. If you were to look around with the janitor key, be quick.
That's what I was going for.
I don't know that though.
Yeah, I was definitely looking for the janitor room or the janitor thing.
Yeah, basically, you'll find a closet with a bunch of general cleaning stuff, and a somewhat shabby but well-kept chest.
Yeah, I'll give that an open. See what's inside.
Inside, you see various things, such as general scribbles and scratched out IOU cards. You see a few gold bag pouches here and there. You see just a bunch of general knickknacks and stuff that people would have forgotten just sitting at their table. Though the one thing you notice is 2 oval-like stones with matching runes.
Just 2. I guess I'll message the barkeeper and be like, are these stones the thing? And if so, where do they go to?
Oh, those old things? Someone gave them to me saying that they'd pay for themselves, but then they never came back, so I could never actually collect on their actual debt. I don't know what they do, but they're mentioning something about long-range communication something. I have no idea.
Okay, well, guess here goes nothing. I'll message Michael and be like, I think I've got some way to contact someone, but I don't think I have any control over it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna give them a brief of the situation and ask them to help, I guess?
I message him. Let's get back upstairs first. We've been
That's-
here long enough. I'm going to
that's
act a little
true.
rough with you, but I mean nothing by it. It's all for performance.
I'll pocket the stones for now
Mm-hmm.
and head back out.
As he comes out, I kind of hit him in the back of the head and grab his shoulder and start pulling him.
Sheesh, you don't have to be so rough.
And then you're gonna head
as
back
we
up to...
start to walk past the guards. I just shake my head in the like utter nonsense, like
Yeah.
disdaining of Nick, and we go back upstairs.
As we're heading up, I'll slip you one of the stones, or actually both, and be like,
Okay.
I'm not sure our guard would trust us.
The other god says they're to be trusted, but I've only talked to the one, and it's probably best. I go back in.
And
I
then
put
just
my normal-
as she hears you stomping in, she kind of peeks around the corner with a towel wrapped around her, and she's like, "Did you finally come back?" And just kind of looks you up and down. Dang, I look good. Never mind that. Just pass me back my clothes.
Last time somebody said that about me, I say my fuddly muddly incantations and kind of wiggle my fingers and I change back to myself and say, I need to change first. Maybe you should turn around for just 1 second, else you
Goes
might
back
see
into
more
the
than you'd like
closet.
to see." And I carefully take her clothes off, put my clothes back on, and like put them in front of the closet, turn around, and say, "I'm not looking. You can grab your clothes."
All right. She grabs them and puts them back on.
I look at her and I say, "Thank you." Now we've gathered these stones. I don't know how they work, but if I can contact the elves tonight, I will.
Hmm.
But do not worry, I will not.
Oh,
let
I
them...
I actually think I've heard of these things. They're sending stones. You can
Oh,
talk to each other through stones with the same symbol.
when looking at stones, do they have the same symbol on them?
Yes, I do.
How is
Say,
this useful to us?
I say, well, maybe there's a third that we don't know of. I ask her, do I just talk into it like a walkie-talkie?
Hmm. I guess, and then you're apparently supposed to hear it out the other side.
Okay. I hand the other one the butterfly. I say, put this in your pillow.
Okay.
And I speak into the stone and I say, hello out there. There wouldn't happen to be somebody with a magical third sending stone, would there?
And you hear it, and underneath the pillow, you hear a muffled, exact copy of what you just said.
We might be the only ones that have one.
Could I do a really far back history check to see if I can remember maybe the elves having a stone like this?
Sure. Roll history.
I'm going to look over at Butterfly and say I could really use some guidance on this.
Sure.
All right.
Oh nope, that's a 7.
Oof.
You seem to, and you feel like you have a fuzzy inkling as to something you're forgetting about if you're in danger, how to contact them, but you can't really put your mind on. You can't quite remember. Oh yeah, who has the stone right now?
I probably still would.
Yeah, Nick would have Janelle's stone.
Yep. You remember the name from last campaign. Good.
Oops. Spoilers, guys!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Nick has the stone of the mysterious blue lady.
Yep.
Well,
now that we're alone, I guess I could. It's not the best time, but I fear that man is not to be trusted.
Think so. I say mentally back to her.
I'm sorry I can't be much more help. Before the moonlight rejuvenized me, I was not quite able to hear or sense what the previous owners were always doing recently.
Yes.
Otherwise, I
Well,
could have warned you.
you kinda have some explaining to do about why we need to gather all this stuff.
Most certainly. So, for the relics, when I woke up, I sensed some kind of dark presence that I hadn't felt since the First War. I fear that someone might be back, wreaking havoc. And if they have their way as they did 100 years ago, then another great cataclysmic war, or something even worse, could come apart from it. So I wish to be proactive and try to find all of the relics before this dark source does, or at least some of them.
That seems vaguely convenient.
I really wish I could tell you more, but considering my predicament, I'm not quite the most knowledgeable on what's been going on in the world recently. But as for what I can tell, I remember that eye. It is that relic right there. One sec. Trying to find my notes. Whatever. That relic is the Dreamer's Eye. It is a relic that has two powers. When placed on the forehead, with the open eye up, it allows the user to project memories for any who are watching to see. While if face down, the user will dream visions of long forgotten past or events that are yet to happen.
Seems somewhat like a cryptic and inconsistent relic, but I guess that's how relics go.
Yes. Sometimes they are quite powerful tools that can overturn countries. Other times they are enigmatic items that may or may not assist the user in how they want.
Well, probably still worth a shot in the current moment.
I'm assuming this is going on at like the same time our stone dilemma's happening.
Yep.
Going to message him, or Nick. Hey, so turns out we have a pair of sending stones. Our godfriend was nice enough to explain it to us. I tried to recall. There's some way I can contact the elves if I'm ever in trouble, but I don't know if it's the stress. I can't seem to remember what to do. You and Percival perhaps get any further while we've been separated.
Well, I know what the relic does. I'll explain the relic.
Well, this relic always confuses me.
Yeah.
Top side shows you. Open
Open eye pointing up shows a memory that you want to think of. Closed eye up shows and makes you dream a vision.
Yes.
I message him. How the heck do I get the relic? I'm not sure I even want to show our loyal gods your relic.
I was just gonna sleep and then leave tomorrow morning. Like,
Oh, I was messaging this to Nick.
oh, I was
Yeah.
confused.
I would probably respond like, well, I think the Warforged can dream for us potentially, maybe help us get some clues.
But I guess one of the abilities they said was the forgotten memory. If I could remember that memory and sleep for a couple hours, I might be able to talk to the elves and set up a plan so that our patron doesn't even get close to their location.
Could be an idea.
Well, do we have an idea of how thick the walls are?
They are thick enough to like drown out sound and be well insulated, but not like extremely thick to take up too much space. I did not think this far into the construction of this building.
And the the yellow god let them out the last time, right?
Yep. You just nodded last time.
I message Nick. Well, maybe we just do hand it over. I'm not. Let me talk to her first. Make sure they don't know what the relic looks like. And then maybe I can just say it's something you found in the back room. I asked God lady, my friend found one other thing in the room that he wants me to take a look at. Would you mind letting him in for a second so he can hand it to me?
Oh yeah, sure.
I messaged Nick. Come on over. We're good.
This guard is still standing here.
I talked to the lady. Can you tell your god friend to let my friend come through?
Just ask. He'll move. He may be silent, but he's a friendly guy.
I messaged back to Nick. He's the silent guy, but he's very friendly. She says he'll let you through if you ask.
I'll be like, Percival?
Percival? Percival?
Yes?
Percival?
Sorry. What's up?
I think it might be wise for you to go over to the other room.
Okay.
Michael and Butterfly are in need of you.
Okay. I'm gonna head over to the other room then after communicating with, making sure that everyone's okay with that, so that I don't get like, hit.
Bad.
You want to ask?
Yeah,
I can ask. Because I'm like, he doesn't like to talk much, but I think he's needed in the other room. To the guard.
Slow nod, steps to the side.
Go on, Percival.
Okay.
As we leave, I just kind of like absentmindedly start chatting with the guard. I'm like, so are you here as like a formality, or just carries on. Imagine that's the last thing we hear as it pans away.
Yep. All right, so
Percival comes over.
feel free to hop on the bed and get some shut-eye.
Does he give me the relic?
I'd assume so.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you quote unquote hurl the relic up, and she sees it, and it's like, I don't know. That's kind of clever.
And I just say, yeah, but this could just be our little secret,
But of
or
course.
one of our many little secrets. And then
What secrets? I didn't see any gemstone.
Exactly.
Winks.
I put it on the eye facing up, lets me remember a memory.
Yep.
And I
So you go
on
to
that
sleep
hazy
thinking
memory.
about what memory you want to remember.
The hazy one about how to contact the elves if I ever need.
So, as soon as you fall into a deep slumber with the gem on your forehead, it basically starts glowing and projects up into this a little bit above your head, a perfect just memory as if everyone was seeing it from your viewpoint. It's the elven king and queen of this area just doting on you, giving you lovings and a careful farewell. And then at the end they say, "Remember, your tattoo is not only just a special insignia, it is a way to contact us if you're ever in danger. If you're ever in harm's way and we are able to help out in some way, just very harshly scratch the tattoo as if it's a real hard itch, and we'll know that you're in trouble. Gently patting it means you're okay. It's not the best communication, but it's something if we're in the area." We wish you luck on your travels.
And I'm assuming I'd sleep till the morning.
And then the vision fades, and if you want, you can wake up. Otherwise, you can just sleep.
Think I'm gonna wake up for a second and scratch my tattoo really hardly, and then go back to sleep.
All right. With the gem on your forehead still.
No, I will have taken the gem off.
All right.
You're on a
And putting it,
dream?
putting it in my bag. I already had the
Alright.
dream.
All right. You're gonna keep it in your bag.
No, I'm gonna keep it in my sleeping wear, like on my chest.
All right. You're gonna stash it away into your sleeping wear.
Yeah, so like if the girl guard wants to take it, she's gonna get it all close and personal and wake me up.
All right. And with that, well, let's hope it works. And she just lets you back out.
Yeah, you can
Also,
go
I
back
don't know why this
to our room.
I don't know why this 20-foot thing is still here.
It's just there. Sometimes it'd be like
Just
that.
drag your token here and there next time.
If you reload, it will undo.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. Okay. There we go. Dang it, I don't have the free version, so I have to wait a countdown. Alright.
Yeah, do we get a long rest?
Yeah, long rest. If everyone else is done with everything, feel free to long rest.
Whee!
I feel like I want to do something for Butterfly Story, which is gonna be so awesome.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, I mean,
During this like adventure, I would love it, but I don't know if we'll be okay with it. How would you guys feel as a group if Butterfly was to tell you guys that other something happened to her, and well, not a bad way, in a good way. Something good
I didn't
happened
mean
to
to do
her, and she's been like hiding this thing, you know?
I don't think I do.
No.
Actually.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm trying to say, would you guys be okay with Butterfly having another butterfly?
Oh.
What does that mean?
A pregnant
What do
bird?
you think it means?
like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
twin?
What do you
Oh,
guys think?
Ah,
What do you guys
maybe.
think though? Like, what do you guys think though?
Maybe we can talk. We can
Uh,
talk about that more later. But for now, shall we move on?
I think we should move on for now, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. All right. So all of the guards will escort you to the room where everyone else is. So feel free to put yourselves right down here. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Around the table.
something happened to the map, but okay.
Sorry, I was updating my notes.
Good morning, everyone. So I hope you are most ready
Morning.
to head out. Because, oh goody, am I ready to meet these wonderful people and these wonderful rulers you mentioned. I've yet to meet Elven royalty before, so this is the first for me. I am so delighted that we were able to come to an agreement.
Over him and say, please let me handling the communication, and if I tell you to stop walking, I'm doing it to protect your life. The elves are very secretive, and they do not do well with outsiders, but I assure you that you are safe as long as you listen to me, the closer we get. And then I just kind of like start rubbing my shoulder again through my shirt.
Scratching.
Scratching. Sorry. I haven't been there in a while, so excuse me if I'm nervous and scratch my arm. It's kind of just a nervous habit.
Very well. Let us be on our way.
Yep.
And so we make our
So-
way back out to the worldwide map.
Where on the map is Taranpol?
Taranpol, the capital, is way down here.
Okay.
But it is not the elven capital.
It's not the elven capital, but it's going to be closer to Taranpol. It would probably most likely be in the deep wood, right?
Yep.
We could agree upon that.
Yeah, it's somewhere deep
So
in the woods.
Motion him like, do you have a map that I could show you? There are a couple checkpoints we need to go through. I would keep your strongest warriors up by you just in case we have some chance encounters with things like owl bears. They have been known to roam these woods, and maybe keep those other 3 guards back by us just in case something comes in the rear.
We'll see.
Pointing to him on the map like, this is our first checkpoint that we need to make it to.
Feel free to
When we
ping it
get
on the
with-
map.
Probably be like over. It'd probably be straight.
Just straight down.
Let's say it's this yellow tile because it stands out.
Alright, sounds good.
I don't know what the yellow tiles mean on your map. But I say when we get within a mile of the checkpoint, there are going to be sentries. I will need to communicate with them. Do you know Elvish by chance? I'm sure you'd be much more comfortable if you understood the language. but I understand it-
I've dabbled in it, so I know some words, but not all of them.
Got it. Don't worry. I'm just gonna say, it is me, elf friend of King and Queen, insert their names.
Alright.
I request passage. I think we
Alright.
best get going, yes?
Yes, let us go. And so, because of the situation, you will not be required to make checks.
As we're going, I just keep kind of scratching my arm.
Yep. And as you reach here, you'll hear a voice that's semi-familiar to you, but just not, only in the sense of just your people's familiar, not
Yeah.
person.
I know it. I know it's like an elf.
Yeah. You just hear a message in your head. What's the situation?
I tell him like who each member in a party is, like the people I was traveling with originally. Say they're good, and then I point, or I like indicate the lead guy and the 3
Other
hirelings.
ones.
They're bad, and then I indicate the other 3. They're being coerced. I had to lie through my teeth to keep us alive. When alert the sentries, they must not make it within sight of the camp. But do it sneakily. My party is not equipped for a fight against them. And then me and my companions and the 3 people being coerced will need safe passage to mother and father.
Very well. Once we continue straight, once we reach a certain passage, I will inform you Fine. We'll set up a trap and inform you how to set it off properly.
Sounds good. Keep your eyes and ears open. Dark things are brewing on our continent that maybe only the king and queen are old enough to remember.
I fear that may be the case as well. And as you reach right here, a new message will appear as you approach a clearing.
Oh boy.
Everyone place your tokens at the top.
I thought he would have
Actually,
been.
I'm coming, I promise.
Yeah. Did he figure out how he wanted to deploy his god?
All right.
And what's the new message I hear?
You hear the message. In this clearing, we have placed a set of pungent. We have set off a pungent gooey trap that, if stepped on, will make it hard to move out of the way for a bit, which should hopefully attract some dubious creatures. No guarantees that they won't attack you, so be careful as you advance.
Since he told me where it is, would you be able to place it on the map?
Yes, I will. I'm just placing the other tokens real quick.
And it's these three.
Yep. The soldier-looking ones are good.
Got it.
So
the colorful ones.
the trap will be right about here.
Got it. I am going to send messages to the three good soldiers saying, this is the opportunity to save your families. Stay close to me. So like I'll do one message, another message, another message. And then I will...
And then just these four
kind
are
of hold
advancing
my hand back to my three. So wait, I thought this was one of the good soldiers.
Oh wait, sorry.
And then I will say how do I want to say this? You guys, good patrons, harken ahead. We are ever close to the first checkpoint, but I advise you to keep the straight and narrow because the woods grow ever dangerous. Please go straight that way so that we don't encounter any harm, and I'll roll my deception check.
All right.
Doesn't College of Eloquence apply to deception?
Yes.
Yep.
That's why he's been rolling so well. A natural one, ladies and gentlemen!
Well, that's why we play College of Eloquence.
A natural one!
I didn't know I could roll a natural one.
Yeah, it just goes to 17.
Yes, just look at it.
So how does that work? Well, it's a natural one, but it's a 17.
Roll a d20.
Ability checks don't have automatic failure.
They don't.
Rules is written.
Plus, yeah, so just but with my rules, just roll a random d20.
Hopefully it sends it over.
Can't you just use the dice roller on roll 20?
Yeah, I'll just roll it in here.
All right, you're good.
Okay.
He just
So what happens?
So, which direction?
I point towards the hidden trap. That is the safest.
All right. Gentlemen, surround me. And they all nod and just form up.
I'm going to, as they're going forward, send a message and say to the 3 guards, they're moving towards a trap. If needs be, shove them.
What is this stuff? What? Oi, we're moving just as you said. What's going on?
I'm not sure. I've traveled these paths for many years. This must be the machinations of something. We discovered slavers, in the area. I would be on your best guard. This might be a trap of themselves, and I'm guessing you're gonna make me roll a deception again.
Yep.
There we go.
I haven't rolled above a 10 for deception once.
He stares at you for a good long moment.
Start scratching my shoulder again.
Oh. I don't I don't know why I found that so funny, but shall we help this man out of the... And at this point, you hear a... 1 second. You will hear a...
I know that sound from having lived in the woods. Or could I remember it?
You may roll history.
That's an unnatural 20.
Oh, you remember that sound, alright. It's the sound of birds that like to just frequent these areas. However, these birds are not your just average everyday bird. No, they're not even your average bird of prey, no. They are birds that are quite large.
They're giant eagles?
Yes.
Well,
actually more like hawks.
I'm going to motion the people behind me, like, back up, back up, back up.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, my thing rolled twice by
The
accident.
guy right here can't move, right? Because of the trap?
Yep.
In my history check, Will, did I
What was that?
remember any? In my history check, would I remember anything that might help us from getting like attacked by them? Or not good enough?
I don't think so. You just remember that number one way to not get hunted by these things is to not get spotted by them. That's why they avoid, and you are taught to avoid clearings when carrying goods and other
But we don't
shiny
have goods
objects.
on us. We don't have our weapons or anything on us.
Oh no, he would have given you back your weapons.
Oh,
He gave you back all your stuff.
got it. Okay. Is it time to go?
Alright. Has everyone rolled their initiative?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Big initiative.
All
today.
right.
Open this up!
Are the giant eagles on the initiative?
All right.
Oh, I need to add them, right.
Step uno. Cast magic missile. And target the
Actually,
guy
sorry.
who's
Update on the line. Are you faster? And what's your dex?
14.
Birds go first. So this massive hawk is just gonna come barreling down and take and try to grab this man. Unfortunately, it misses. So now it's just going to try to peck at it with its heavy beak. And this time, it will hit, and it'll deal a total of 8 damage. And then this bird will fly over here and try to... Ooh, that's a crit! And minimum damage for this creature is going to be 7 plus an additional 4. This man be bloodied.
Oh.
And then this bird is going to swoop over here and try to take down the robed man. And will miss. And now it is your turn for real.
All right. I am going to cast magic missile all 3 darts on this doofus. Because that's the guy who's the guy who's been threatening the 3 people that we're with.
Got it.
Alright, slots remaining free. First I gotta roll the funny D100 to see if anything fun happens. Nothing happens. Okay, cool.
Alright.
Now to actually cast. That's 3d4s. Wow. Wow, okay.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doo, doo, doo. And they just kind of pelt into his back. Very well. Wait, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. And now it's your turn, Mr. Michael.
I'm just reading something really quick. I am going to use... It's called Unsettling Words on the robed man.
Alright.
So I get to roll one of my bardic inspiration dice. He must now subtract that from his next saving throw. And I cast Hold Person.
Alright.
Wisdom save 13.
Alright. Wisdom save of 13. He fails.
Okay. He is now paralyzed. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target. But he's paralyzed, well.
Yep. I see that.
And then I am going to back behind the soldier.
Alright.
And I will end my turn.
And just kind of paralyzed. So, the DC is 13. Paralyzed and unable to do anything. He will... Yeah. He... just kind of... He manages to break free, rubs his shoulder a little bit, and turns back. Kill them all!
Boy.
And then the soldiers will turn to you.
Cheers.
And she'll just say, I'm so sorry about this. And we'll try to swing. Whoops, it missed.
Oh,
And then,
pretending.
and then this
Got
guy
it.
will attack you. He thinks he takes a fake swing, thinking you're gonna try to dodge, thinking that his motions were making you dodge left, but then you accidentally dodge right, and unfortunately it hits.
Why are 2d20?
That's the
rolling
roll to
with
hit.
disadvantage.
Yes. Disadvantage.
Got it.
And that'll be 10 damage.
Ugh.
And finally, this one will march forward and raise his hammer high and swing it down on you. Whoops, it missed. And basically, this guy's just whispering to you after he sees that you cut him. Oh no, are you okay? Did I hit you too hard?
Just a little. Oh, I have to make. Nope, he broke through. Never mind.
Yeah. All right,
Frick.
your turn, Fairy.
Okay, what's happening here?
So we
The
don't
three
wanna
soldiers
attack-
are being quote unquote forced to attack you, but they're purposely trying to miss. Meanwhile, these four right here, these four right here, these three humans right here, this one guy who's stuck in the silly putty. Oh yeah, I forgot to roll to see if he breaks free. He failed. And
The
technically these birds, but you don't know if they're gonna attack you yet.
Yeah, we are staying away from them, and the three people near us are still on our side. They're just pretending like they're
Yeah.
trying to hurt us.
Are we gonna pretend to hit them as well?
No, we're going to take down the other three as fast as we can.
Yep.
Get
I've
out
got
of
a plan
Okay.
for the three that are hitting us.
Keep them alive, Nick.
Oh, don't worry, we'll...
Keep them alive. That's all we gotta do. Okay. Since I don't know exactly what I'm doing,
Is Toll the Dead range?
Yes.
Yeah, Tilt the Dead is ranged.
And is that a hit or a DC?
It's a saving throw.
The saving throw? That might be a good one on like the bloodied guy.
Well, yeah, because it does more damage against,
Yep.
or has a better damage die against
Yeah,
things
deal-
that
yeah.
have been damaged before.
So if you want, you can try to Toll the Dead, and it is a long-ranged attack.
It's like
so
60
the dead
feet,
it is then.
which I think we're well within 60 feet.
Alright, and let me double-check, let me check the description for Toll the Dead.
It's D12s.
I was mostly saying if it's a roll to hit or what save.
It's a whiz save.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure it's whiz.
Alright.
So what do I do?
You don't do anything. Will has to roll the saving throw. If the saving throw fails, then you roll something.
Actually, real quick, you can
Okay.
click at will, and so you see on your character sheet where it says at will, click it, and then select roll after the drop down says yes. But let me roll that whiz save. And
16
it's,
probably succeeds.
yeah. Oh wait, I didn't mean I thought those were hidden. Whoops.
Oh no, we've been seeing all your rolls.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh no.
All right. So your Toll the Dead unfortunately misses. Will that be all, or do you want to move at all?
No, I'm good.
All right. Nick West.
Alright. So, I know the spell for suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm casting it on all 3 of the guards attacking us.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, I suggest you stop attacking us, like I'm casting a spell.
Yep.
To see, you know.
Yeah. Feel free to roll.
They're
Performance?
magically inclined to stop.
Yep.
Deception also probably.
Yeah. Roll deception. Performance and/or deception. Your
You
choice.
know what? I am going to actually cast a spell while I do this.
All right.
Except it's gonna be guidance.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
So I'm casting some form of spell. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Ooh, 24.
They are fooled.
28. Yeah.
They are fooled, and just okay. So now, these two immediately get what's going on and stop. This guy's just kind of
He does
a
not.
little confused.
Oh my gosh, you guys, he's deaf. He's deaf. That's why he
might
won't
be.
talk.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so funny. But yeah, that's my action.
All right,
So it's
and
my
now it's
turn.
time for the guards. Oh wait, then
Other
wait,
guard?
this is actually the time he would have tried to save, but he failed. So he is just going to stay stuck in the gunk, goopity glock. This guy, scared for his life, is gonna. Looks like he's about to disengage. Gets one catch of a glance and gets one mean look from his boss man, and gets ready to just attack the bird instead. Yeah. And that'll hit. Roll for damage. 8 damage to the bird. And then this guy, slightly more confident, is going to take a whack at the bird. And that'll miss. Top of the order. This bird is now going to try one more time to grab this sticky gooey man. Misses. Unfortunate. But now he is going to try for another peck. Also a miss. This guy is ducking and weaving for his life. You can hear his terrified screams as the bird keeps on pecking at him. And then
Alright.
these two smaller birds are going to try to attack the same previous targets. That's a miss. And that's also a miss.
Wow.
Alright, do your thing.
Alright, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna see the funny D100. And that's an 80. That's not gonna be anything.
Alright.
So now 3d4s.
Pew pew pew.
All at the boss man again.
10 damage.
He's upset about that.
Out of character, just like seethe, your AC means nothing.
This man is coping, seething, and or balding. Alrighty,
Oh, God, I love
Mr.
Magic
Michael.
Magic Missile is so good in tier 1.
Yep.
I am going to look at the page sword on the right. I am going to make this hideous yelling sound. And I cast Dissonant Whispers at first level Wisdom save 13.
Alright, wisdom save. Dang, my saves have somehow been good.
On
Silvery
a-
Barbs! We're gonna
on-
Silvery Barbs that one.
Okay, what does that mean?
Oh, yes, reroll.
Do it again.
And I'll
Somehow
give you-
still works!
Of course.
On a
Does anyone
One
want
sec.
advantage?
He doesn't move on to other.
I'm not making attack rolls. I'm
Okay.
just doing
Still-
damage.
Still take half as much damage, Will.
Oh, okay. So how much
So,
damage
I'm
is
gonna-
that?
1 sec. Does it roll?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
11 psychic damage. Pretty good. Guess
I'll
what?
give that advantage, I
Be bloody.
guess, to Butterfly? That's the
Alright.
best I got.
Sounds
and,
good.
Technically, Butterfly could make a melee attack against a target I wish, but I'm not gonna have them do that. Yeah, that's that turn.
Alright. And then he is going to clap his hands together and form some kind of weird. And you see a firebolt seemingly starting to form in between his hands. And then it seems to somehow just split apart into 3 darts. And he shoots 3 fiery magic missiles at this guy.
Wait a minute. Is he the Scribes wizard from UA?
Ow! Order of the Scribes?
Is it Order of the Scribes that can change force damage into elemental damage? I
They
forget.
can change
It's just
a
whatever damage. whatever
type to
damage,
another
really.
damage type in there. But
Yeah, it's silly because you could just be like, "Hey, I have
I don't-
Fire Elemental Adept, and I'm."
And
I don't
now
think
this
Environment
bird
is-
so.
is bloodied.
I think Order of the Scribes got released in like one of the later books in the last couple years.
Did it?
Yeah, Will played it in one of my one shots.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
hold on.
Tasha's one, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
And suddenly now, this creature is lit ablaze.
Yeah, Order of Scribes is a thing. Huh.
And then it's now time for the soldiers to do their thing.
They're quote unquote suggested stuff.
Yep. This guy's like in a fit of acting. Is just like.
Yep. Against the bell.
This one just kind of makes her sword arm go limp. And then this guy, not really understanding it. Oh no, he succeeded.
Yeah.
Miss.
Succeeded on the save.
He missed.
Cool.
Yep, he's just like, I don't get what you guys are doing, but I'm not gonna lose my family.
Fair
All right.
enough.
All right, your
Well-
turn, Butterfly.
Oh no, back to the person that doesn't know what she's doing. Let's go.
Don't worry.
You have advantage on a roll though.
Yes.
I have a what now?
Advantage. You
on the
can
roll.
roll twice and take the better result.
Yep.
Okay, what can I do?
You could try to inflict wounds a guy. You could go up and like whack one of them.
Oh yes, which
Yeah.
one can I whack though?
You're within range of this fellow right here. Like you could walk up to him.
Basically, both of these soldier guys are very squishy. But this
Squishy?
guy is the bad guy who seems to not be bloodied still, despite taking 2 magic missiles.
You can change that.
You could change that.
Yeah.
Can I now?
Can I
I
don't know, can you?
Can I walk up to this guy here?
You can.
That's,
Well, you can
that's
fly
me.
up.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
fly. Yeah, you know, yeah, well,
wait,
you know what?
never
Yeah,
mind.
since I'm a fairy.
Wrong token. I'm.
New EP, I get it.
No, it's more like my sinus infection is really destroying my sense of
So,
Got it.
ability to
I'm gonna
sleep.
fly up to this
Or
guy
not
and
sleep,
then
even
click.
just like
Yeah.
just think, not sleep.
Got
Because
it.
you threw me off when you said you're sleepy.
Fair, okay.
You sleepy?
Alright, so what are you gonna do against this guy?
Inflict the wounds.
Alright.
Do you have advantage?
So yeah. Wait, how does she have it? Oh yeah, the bless. The
From
or whatever.
Silvery Bubs.
Yeah. Do the thing.
I did. It takes a bit.
There it
There
is.
You can roll
Uh,
again.
Yeah, roll just to hit one more time. And if it works, we'll use the first number.
What am I rolling?
Yeah,
again.
rolling to hit again because you have advantage.
Just don't consume a spell slot.
Yeah. Or you can just roll a d20 and add 5 to it.
Yeah.
Are we
So roll
doing
a
just
D20?
plus or minus 5? Because that's incredibly powerful compared to advantage, in my opinion.
Butterfly, this is advantage, and it's plus 5 to hit.
On
so
average.
Yeah. No,
She's got
she
a
has
plus 5 to her
she has a
modifier.
+5 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was
That's what
confused.
Alright, I need...
So that's actually gonna be 17 plus 30.
Okay, this guy is... Okay, this guy is not just KO'd. Actually, first, how would you like to finish this?
I smack him in the back of the neck.
I just like to imagine you do the karate chop to the back of the neck thing.
Yes. That's exactly
yeah.
what I wanted to do.
He,
Inflict
I know this
wounds.
is not, and I quote, canonical D&D, but this man is more than just dead. He just
He's just
got,
gone.
he's dead.
Actually,
Oh, he's gone.
according to the spell description, if you kill somebody with inflict wounds, they turn to basically dust.
Oh, Jesus
Wait, they do
Christ.
turn to dust? That's
That is-
especially funny because that's
Yeah,
actually canon.
And then, Butterfly, you should still have fly speed to get out of there.
Yeah, so you can still retreat, because, birds see tiny butterfly, tiny human butterfly thing, and think, yummy, yummy flying snack.
No. Can I go back to where I was?
47 damage.
Actually, you can, okay.
I think you can probably get like to right in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you
sorry,
only
sorry,
have
sorry,
30
I didn't know.
foot of movement.
Bop.
Yep, so you can go right here.
Hold up. I'm learning.
I'll move for. Yep, there we go. And now, Nick West.
Okay, I don't think I can quite do that.
Whole flying and karate chopping
Could
thing.
have taken more levels than cleric.
I'll delete the ads though. I'll do 2 magic missiles on this guy and then 1
Alright.
on the boss.
Cool.
Magic missile. I love you. This on the boss, and this on the
Alright.
guy. Wow.
How would you like to fit? All right, how would you like to finish this guy?
Just a very generic, just double tap in the chest.
Boom! And he falls to the ground dead. Useless!
You get
And now
what
for
you
the
pay
last soldier
for.
who's still alive. Does he? It's everyone's favorite game. Does he escape? No!
Jesus
Oops, I
Christ.
didn't mean to roll a second time. I will. And now for the birds. Now then, does the bird grab him this time? Nat 20! He grabs this massive bird grabs their treat, and
Bye-bye.
they fly up into the sky. Ah!
Yep.
Wait, no, I can do that better.
I do think you just deleted the bird's initiative as well.
Oh,
Oh,
my
whoops.
god, that's
I will fix this. Add turn 22. And then this bird... Actually, this bird first is on fire. And it does... And a bird does... And I'm pretty sure this bird does not... Living in a jungle does not know how to put itself out. So... You just see the flaming darts that... These flaming darts that still seem to be stuck in this bird's body just suddenly ignite, and then out of nowhere just... And now this bird will swoop in and try to get this guy. Hacha! And that will be a hit. Let's finally roll for damage. That'll be 7 damage. Alright. Do your thing, Percival!
I think I know what he's gonna do. Oh, I think he's muted.
He's casting Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I was muted. That's my bad.
Yep.
I was
Alright.
casting Eldritch Blast on the guy.
That'll hit.
And 12.
Alright. Ah. He's bloodied.
And end of turn.
Alright.
Okay, that makes it my turn.
Yep.
Unsettling words. Roll a 1d6. He has to take that off his next saving throw. We're going to use my second level Dissonant Whispers. So if he can make a Wisdom DC 13 saving throw.
Alright. DC 13 save. And... oh my goodness, when it's finally the boss, he fails.
Okay, he's gonna take 46. Oh, fun. That's only 9. And
Still damage.
he must now use his reaction to as far away from me as possible.
Alright.
Forced movement does or does not proc.
This
Would
one
this-
does, yeah.
Oh, this
so
one
basi-
does proc.
It's not about forced or not. It's if it does use an action, reaction, or anything like that, right?
Yeah. So basically, if he does move, he has to move in any direction that is not towards this man.
And has to move away. Actually, genuinely has to move away from him if the spell is what he says it is.
Yep.
Yep.
And then it's this guy's turn.
Why didn't he move? He failed.
He forced when it's that spell basically makes it so that if he moves, he can't move towards you.
No, he
No,
just
it
has
says
to use
immediately
a
use
reaction
its
to move
reaction
away.
if available,
Oh.
move as far away as its speed allows from you.
All right. Can he do anything while fleeing?
I mean, he could still throw out spells and stuff, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
But this will be before his turn. Because he has to use his reaction.
Oh, okay. In that case, bit. Oh no, bone extra attack.
Yep.
That'll miss. Alright, so it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now it's his turn, right?
Correct.
You will all pay for this! And then he is going to cast Haste on Self. And...
Yeah, I
Alright,
think
so-
he's out of here.
Yeah, very much out of here. He casts haste and booked it. Alright. And then one last check before anything. The last soldier is technically still alive. Does he break free? No, he does not. And in the distance, you can just hear... Finally, the battlefield falls silent. This bird just starts pecking on this guy's corpse, and in the far distance, you just hear... And with that... that is combat.
Okay. Do we have enough time tonight to make it to the checkpoint?
Yeah, I'd say so. And with that,
Yeah, I think we're close to the end.
you will be on your way. Let's move to the right map. And you have reached the hidden elven checkpoint. What do you do?
I am going to hold my hands up to my companions, motioning them to stop. I am going to do my little pretend mumbo jumbo so that the guards think I'm casting some type of like disguise self spell.
Yep.
And as I start to mumble, you notice that I grow about 4 inches. My hair gets longer and my ears take on the characteristic sharpness of an elf's. Whatever, I guess you could say, like, percent body fat I had just shrivels. My muscles get taller and smaller, but I don't look any less strong.
Yeah. So you transform into an elven appearance.
Standing before you is Rowan. I look to the trees and I yell in Elvish, "Friends, I come to you in peace. It is I, Rowan, the ward of the High Elves. I request safe passage for an audience with the King and Queen. About, would you say, what, 4 or 5 miles back?
Yeah.
About 4 or 5 miles back, we escaped the sorcerer, or magic user, bad guy, whatever you want to call him, thanks to your help. Unfortunately, he was able to get away but very wounded. If you have the men to spare, I would ask that you track him down and end him before he can cause more mischief in the land."
One will show himself from the shadows.
Hello?
It is good to see you again, friend. For now,
It is good to see you too, but I did not think I would be back so soon.
neither did we. Unfortunately, it appears that what our rumors have gathered are true. Though I don't think he exactly admitted it. The way he laughed at your excuse, I feel is proof enough. I fear that he may be one of the leaders of the many slave trades going on around here. This is something that must certainly be presented to the royalty.
Yes, I must make report to mother and father. It is a dark day indeed, when slavers would trespass upon the lands of the High Elves.
And I fear that, while I do not know where they are now, some of our own kin have been captured as well.
Make haste, my friend. We must make haste.
Indeed, we must.
Do the old passageways still exist, or must we travel overland?
They may. We'll have to check and see. But we must be careful. If we even suspect that someone might be tailing us, we cannot take them.
It might be best if we travel overland then, to give us the advantage.
For now, I wish I could give you rest after surviving that trap, but like you said, it's a dark day. We have no time for that at the moment. Let's make haste.
I'm the only one who took damage in that fight, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to...
The trap
grab
worked a
my
little
loot.
too well.
I'm going to grab my loot out really quick and play a couple cluds and jump from side to side. I'm going to use the cure wounds. Cure
On
wounds
self?
on myself.
Sounds good.
I take back all the hit points I lost.
Hey, that was a pretty good roll.
Yep.
For now, though, that will bring us to the end of tonight's session.
Hi guys. So do y'all hate me yet?
Nah, I'm fine.
Nah, you're fine.
I think tonight might be called the Michael Show.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, also, low-key, halfway through, I was like, wait a minute, I just realized the person whose backstory also has slavery involved isn't here. Ah!
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Oh well, but for now, we have ourselves a hook. We have ourselves a plot. We have ourselves an adventure.
A whole lot of shenanigans that I
Yep.
thought we'd avail
After
over like
after
weeks
many
and weeks.
shenanigans, our party has finally managed to free themselves from the clutches of slavers. Will our party
sure.
be able to find a way to save this land, or will they flee, trying to get stronger so that they may return one day to take back their land? All this and what will the pet and what is this mysterious person in the gem trying to accomplish, and what will our heroes do? Find out next time on Deithrulia. No
Ooh.
subtitle for this campaign yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you guys figure out a team name or something, then I'll definitely add that to your guys' repertoire and/or the stream announcements. Like, for example,
Sure,
like
alright.
Stream 2 was just we're now the Blue Man crew. It's just settled.
Yep.
This one is a little more difficult, but for now, I think this will be where the stream ends. The next session will be in 2 weeks, meaning that'll be the first Friday of February. So I hope you're ready for us to have a, well, I would say lovely adventure, but it's probably not going to be so lovely.
We're gonna
But
have
for-
a three-headed dragon next
No!
episode.
Not yet!
Not yet. Oh God.
I'm gonna just like we're gonna find Tiamat and fight them. What?
I don't know.
Okay,
We're
so
gonna go for like, we're gonna have like a Game of Thrones. Like we're gonna have like Khaleesi and stuff.
Michael, almost dies twice in the session. Me. Clearly your team is ready for 5 ancient black dragons.
Yeah, clearly. Go for it.
But yeah, for now, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you want to support me outside of the stream,
Mike,
I do have a Twitter and a Discord, great places to be. Number one way to support your favorite stream, though, is to follow and subscribe if you can. Additionally, I'll be back on Monday. Don't know what game I'm going to stream just yet, but stream I shall. And yeah, it's going to be a super duper fun, grand old time, you hear? So thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been fun. Players, feel free to just stick around for a little after session chat. And until next time, farewell!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
wait, Will, can you raid that channel I sent you?
Oh yeah, let's raid somebody. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Yeah, send the love over.
Can you Can you just message me the name? I don't see it in the massive message.
Yeah. I'll pull the name again really quick.
Hopefully they're still alive.
I can probably just send you the link. Would that work too?
Just the name. I only need the name.
I put it in the Twitch chat. It's
Perfect.
The Ludicrous.
Yeah.
They're playing Apollo Justice Ace Attorney right now.
Cool.